defense as an offensive team does.
Johnson's going to get the edge. They're going to come up. Oh, he just runs through. Slant route to the Buzz. Oh, that's a tunnel, actually. Jack Mills tackles there. And Stone St. Clair, what a great sit for him as he scores. It's going to be just like that. That might be the determines the game. The ball is good. That's Brock Johnson right into his pocket, coach. Brock Johnson just walks in the end zone. So he's going to pull it with the quarterback. He's going to try to bounce, and he's got nowhere to go. He's got an alley. He's got an alley and some speed. He's got to just beat the kicker. Action. He's going to throw it. He's got a man wide open. He's there. St. Clair. Tonight for Westfield Hornet football as we welcome in the Brookstone Cougars from Columbus. Want to also welcome in our friends from Georgia Alabama Sports Live as we simulcast this broadcast for both teams. I'm Ken Fowler and joining with my longtime, friend.
Yes, friend.
Longtime friend, Coach Farmer, Rhett Farmer, in with me to call the game. Our friends at Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We do have allegiance to Westfield. We'll try to call this one down the middle best we can.
Yeah,
no promises there. So
just got the memo.
So thank you for that. But thank you for some grace there to our folks there watching from the Brookstone side. But we'll excited for this matchup, Coach. Trophy on the line. Region title goes to the winner tonight.
It does, regardless of what happens next week.
My understanding is that's regardless of what happens next week.
Well, this is a big game. This is a big game. This is what you dream of. It's a beautiful night. I know I say that every week we're home, but
we've been blessed with good weather this year.
We've been blessed with good weather, and we always look to the southwest at that Auburn sky. I know Ronnie Jones would love that color, that reference, but it is a beautiful night in Paradise, and a matchup of two quality teams, two teams that have similar records. Times where they've played really well, and then for Brookstone, they would tell you they didn't play that well at Stratford. I took a peek at that film today. And Westfield would tell you they underachieved at Tift area. The Deerfield game was so far back, and Deerfield's so talented. Right. I just think two teams that feel like they can win a championship in their respective classification.
Absolutely. And as we get ready to we're 4 minutes still from kickoff, but just kind of thinking about some of the things that might be keys to the game. For me, Coach, offensively, is Westfield has to really take care of the football. We've been a little, I don't want to say turnover prone, that's not fair, but we've had some costly turnovers in games that haven't gone our way. We obviously, need to play clean football, and that includes penalties as well.
Right.
And obviously, on the defensive side, I think we're going to have to really do a good job of containing the Brookwood quarterback.
Yeah, and I think for Westfield fans, we keep waiting for that perfect game.
Right.
If you're going to, obviously there's other things down the line in the state playoffs, but with a district championship tonight, we finally got that right. Not a region championship, but a district championship.
It's a region championship.
You want to play that, yeah, for sure. For us long-timers in this, it is you want to play that perfect game tonight, and then, nobody's perfect, but Westfield needs to play pretty clean tonight. Now, I think Max Preps, hate to give it too much credit, it's got, I think, the Hornets getting 4 was kind of the spread. Max Preps is pretty accurate. I think we could be in for a barn burner tonight, as I'm a little hoarse from yesterday. We'll talk more about that later.
Yeah, we will.
I don't know if that's allowed on the simulcast, but we're homers.
That's right. By the way, your old friend is in the white hat today. So, yeah.
They're all friends.
Yeah, right. So, So the clean football idea. So the thing, I wholeheartedly believe this, and I'm sure our coaching staff does too. Anybody that's watched us play all year, you just believe that with a clean football game, the Hornets can.
You have a chance.
You can play with anybody
because
in the
of their talent.
Anybody in the state.
And listen, if Brookstone plays a clean football game,
absolutely,
they can play with anybody.
Absolutely. One thing I have noticed, you can even see it now with the coin toss. Brookstone, excuse me. I probably won't be the last time I say that.
Yep.
Brookstone, long time competing against Brookwood in many sports, so I apologize for that up front. But Brookstone has a pretty significant size advantage across the both sides of the line, so the Hornets will definitely be up to a battle there.
They do, and on the eye test, Coach, went home and watched a little Brookstone film today. They kind of remind me with that odd front. Their front reminds me body size, a little bit of FPD, and we know how well the Hornets played here in Perry that homecoming night.
That should only give us confidence for sure.
And I think Brookstone is a little bigger in the trenches, But the film I watched, Westfield's got to contain the quarterback on some of the Q scramble when it breaks down for Brookstone. Quarterback, I think his number's 10. He's a pretty talented runner, talented passer.
Yep, that's Broughton Branch.
Got some captains here tonight. Coach Thatcher Reddick for the Hornets, Maddox Davies, Jack Doster, and Law Leonard.
It looks like the Hornets lost the toss, but Brookstone deferred, so the Hornets will get the ball to come out.
Man, two great-looking uniforms. I know we say it, but, I mean, I love the black on black, and, boy, the Brookstone's kind of got that Colts look a little bit.
I'm going to tell you exactly who they look like, and you're going to like it. They look like the Duke Blue Devils coming out right now.
Oh, we will talk about that later for sure. I'm torn in that one because you're my friend, or you said you were my friend, and you pull for Tech, and I am a Duke fan. Only kind of basketball Dukey, but I pull for him in football, and that is a great day of football tomorrow in college. We'll talk about it, I'm sure, later.
As you
I
see
hope we're not getting to talk about much. I hope it's a close game.
Yep, that's right. Hornets come
or Hornet blowout.
Run-through sign as they come to the sideline to get their final charges and do their team prayer. You can see there the schedule left for the Hornets. Not much there. Obviously, home tonight for senior night, which we haven't mentioned. Great recognition of our seniors just before the game for multiple sports from fall athletes. And then we go to Pacelli next week on the 24th for the final game of the regular season. The Hornets will be playoff bound, obviously. So anxious to see how that plays out. And a game that may mean an awful lot. I may not mean a lot as far as the region standings go because that may be decided already. But obviously playoff seeding goes all the way through the final game, so it'll be a big game in that regard.
I think the biggest thing about this year, Coach Fowler, is you can't really get caught score comparing.
Yeah, right. So they've got some common opponents, right?
Yeah, you can't get caught score comparing because you look at FPD beat Stratford, and then Stratford beat Brookstone handily.
Oh, yeah, that's like 3 degrees of separation there.
But Brookstone beat FPD in a very hotly contested game, and we kind of not handled FPD, but you get to thinking, well, I don't think Brookstone played very well in run defense against Stratford, but I only watched about a half of it, and of course. I look for I almost said the Cougars, thinking Piedmont Cougars. They're the Cougars. Look for the Hornets to run the ball more than. By the way, he's
good kick. Next level.
He's extremely talented.
Yeah, I could see that right away.
That's
a college level kickoff there.
He kicked a 46-yarder. I think it was against Pacelli. I was watching.
Well, that
with
certainly
plenty of life.
That certainly will be a factor in the game as we watch the. Brookstone on offense and understanding how far they need to get into scoring territory.
That young man's name is Jimmy Hunter, 84.
The Hornets also with a valid kicking game, a game winner last week from Brock Johnson. So the Hornets offense takes the field to start the game from their own 20-yard line. Johnson in the pistol with Jackson Hare behind.
And look for us to create some extra gaps in the run game. That's a overset up there, which.
Johnson going to pull it. He's in the flats to Molina right away, and he's got the edge, and that's going to be a nice game.
I think that's
about
Carter Black,
yards.
Coach.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jacques Cartier.
Didn't mean to
well, it's the numbers on the black jerseys.
And they're hard to see. And I tell you, Carter gives me grief every day in class because he says we get him and Thatcher mixed up a lot. So well, he said me, but I threw the blame on you, so.
Oh, and you got mad at me for blaming you when you went to the restroom.
Oh, my goodness.
Here we go.
Well, big gain on first down any way you want to spin it.
Little play action, Coach. A little fullback in the flats, B flats, even though it's an H back. Almost it was a play action off of midline action, Coach, that last play.
You can see the Brookstone doing a lot of defensive shifting.
Johnson that's a good run.
And a way to push the pile there at the end from the offensive line. Let's give him about 8 yards on that play. Well, the chains might have – yep, about 8 yards. So the Hornets doing a lot of shifting, trying to get a formational advantage, and you see Brookstone trying to match. But, it's tough to get every one of those right. So at some point you just expect Coach Campbell to dial one up. And so far he's 2 for 2. I mean, you're talking about 20 yards, and in a couple plays.
And one thing I noticed early on, Coach, with how they're approaching Win Hoots, they're outside leveraging Win, so he has to go with an inside release.
And there's Hare with the seam up the right side,
Boy,
showing
he
some
looks
speed.
kind of fresh, doesn't
Coach,
he?
I think he's finally healthy,
Wow.
and it looks it, doesn't it? So far, just after 3 plays, the Hornets really kind of gashing this Brookstone defense.
Back to how they were set up on Hoots out here. 24, the corner over here, was playing outside leverage. So with that, you don't have to bracket so much over the top.
Right.
But that takes people out of the box. Now you see a heavy box right there for Brookstone, Coach.
And as you'd expect,
they bump back.
They're going to shift out of it.
Little pro twins there.
Maybe
Jet or
Johnson pulls it, but not much working there.
I'm going to say the timing was off on that, Coach. It
Maybe so.
It didn't look like we were there quick enough to really ride that, to give the linebackers that eye candy to possibly pull it up there. Did we pull backside guard? Was that Power Reed?
Didn't notice, but I will say this. You know, all these high school coaches watch numerous game films, and clearly they've seen the last couple of weeks with Wynn and how he's kind of been a featured. So you wonder there if Coach Campbell wasn't trying to take advantage of the fact to see if maybe they were cheating everything to win.
We've kind of created, we've shifted away from it.
Come back with that same motion and let him
This
go
may
through.
be Q run
Roll out.
with a little option to throw it.
And it's batted down by
that's a good-looking body
by the
type.
long defender from Brookstone. That's
81.
Savon Kelly. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
And, Coach, I don't know what grade that young man is in, but I can tell you this. He looks the part.
Yeah, that length gets played, and I'll tell you, they love that at the next level also. So interesting to follow him, see what his chances of playing at the next level are. So now 3rd and long for the Hornets, but across midfield. So,
and this play tells you, if we're kind of I think if we don't get it, we would punt it unless it's real close. But we'll see kind of what we go here.
The Hornets motioning is really causing a lot of shifts in the Brookstone defense. Hare on the catch, and he fights forward for a few yards.
Yeah, and you'll see punt personnel coming on. It's not a bad first series.
Not enough to tempt Coach Campbell to go.
And you said it, Coach. I don't know if Brookstone is heavier than FPD. They're longer.
For sure.
Clearly longer. Even FPD had some tall cats on the D-line.
So this is Johnson back to punt.
And Brookstone is, looks like kind of how a middle school game. That Coach Brookstone does not have a returner back. They're like, we're not going to trust it.
That might be a great kick in the end. Not the prettiest to watch.
It doesn't
it's
matter.
Roll down inside the 5. So the result is all that matters, and it's a great punt in that regard. Down inside the 5 by Win Hoots.
Well, heard a man one time made an ugly par on the golf course, and he said the scorecard doesn't have
That's
pictures.
Right. That's right.
So that end over end punt.
I've never made an ugly par. Every par I made was a beautiful thing. I cherish those things.
Absolutely.
Frame them sometimes.
Yep.
So Brookstone will be starting from deep in their own territory. They come out in a trip set, Coach, into the
they throw
boundary.
to the single receiver side a good bit, Coach. Try to isolate him. That's like an
downhill
outside
run
stretch.
there. Not much going. He'll get the line of scrimmage in maybe a half yard, but that's about it.
And it's hard to see these numbers. I think Sammy McGee was flowing.
Yeah, so I know a lot of these kids and their parents watch the replay, so I want to apologize to them too because the numbers are hard to see from up here. So
I think Mr. Bentley, 27, was over there, Brooks.
Same set from the Cougars. Going to give again. He's going to get the edge.
Yeah, he got outside of us.
We end up shoving him out of bounds, but I think he has the first down, and he does.
Yeah, and our last level 1 defender's got to do a better job of getting off that block, or somebody's got to show up on the perimeter and run.
That does remind me. We don't have the luxury of replay tonight because our Georgia Sports is in the middle of filming the softball team also, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. But a give again to number 5.
And Coach, they're going, that's the same exact scheme. They just went 3 by 1, and they're running, kind of the zone or the stretch back to the single receiver side. They're not, even though they give you some sets, they don't give you a lot of different schemes. And there's still 3 by 1 here, and
That's Deacon Leatherwood, number 5, that's carried the ball all over the
Great
place.
football name, Leatherwood.
So he's
Tail
gonna
motion.
Motion him now out. That QB counter, Coach.
Yeah, I don't know if they pulled somebody, but I know a lot of times when you get motion to empty, they're trying to lighten the box and cue run.
So we'll be an early third down here. First third down of this session, staying in the same set. Trips to their right, trips to our left. So big play here for the Hornet defense if they can find a stop.
We're in 2-3 techniques there, Coach. A little split look. You see that?
I do. One linebacker in the middle is going to throw his ball's batted in the air. And it's going to fall incomplete. So
2 batted balls, one by both teams.
That's right.
And those are big plays.
It is. It looks like Brookwood's rolling on the punt team. I wondered, even though it's deep in their own territory, it's only 1.5 yards to a first down. I wondered if they might get a little bit, gamble a little bit there, but it looks like they're quickly sitting on the punt team.
I'm a little shocked that they threw the ball there.
Yeah, for sure. They've been running the ball fairly successfully.
Now,
I agree.
Coach Lee Campbell has to be very pleased with that stop. Kind of takes the butterflies out.
Yeah, got to be careful not to jump here if you're the Hornets. Don't give them anything free. Got Hoots back deep to receive the kick.
And he is deep. As the punter is 84.
Kick gets away.
Yeah, same kid that kicks off.
It's going to be a short kick. They're going to let it drop. And
I thought Wynn was a little, and the guy's obviously got a big leg. I thought he looked a little deep, but I mean, they've obviously done the homework on the film.
So they flipped the field. It'll be Hornet ball at about the 32-yard line. As Coach Campbell sends his charges back out, it'll be interesting to see, as you mentioned kind of in the pregame, if Coach Campbell goes back to his run game here. That was having some success early.
Yeah, some of the pre-snap shifts, some of it is to get an extra gap, but it's also to see what coverage they're in.
Absolutely. And it seems like they're rolling safeties down and rolling them back a lot. So I know Brookstone likes to play cover 2.
Yeah, that's a 3-deep look there. Where they're bracketing the stack in the stack.
Give the hair. He's going to bounce for the edge. He's got about 1 man, 2 men to beat.
Yeah, and I'd really like to see him cut that off of Ben's block inside.
Yep, I think you're right. But it's still a gain of about, let's call it 4. So 2nd down and 6. You'll take that on first down.
And the way that, everybody teaches it is run to the butt.
Yep.
Yeah, if the butt's facing the inside and kicking receiver out, cut up underneath that. Hey, that's a positive gain. Jackson looks fresh.
Yeah, he does. Looks fast.
At what point do we, take a shot? We're going to have to protect, obviously, because they're long up front.
Here's the pass here from Johnson. He drifts back, lets it go. Wasn't the cleanest play. Hoots did have a chance at it, but it might not have been an easy catch by any stretch of the imagination.
That was covered up pretty well with their linebackers in the hook to curl area, which is, I assume it was a linebacker.
So I'm going to bring up, let's call it 3rd and medium, a 3rd and 6 here for the Hornets.
Yeah, long 6. You kind of get, when the stakes are pretty high, you tend to be a little conservative early in games, and why not?
Hornets are going to motion over to a bunch set. Blitz coming. It's picked up by the Hornets. Johnson's got time in the pocket. He's dancing.
And receivers need to work vertical.
He doesn't have anybody open. He's trying to make something happen. There's not going to be much room there. He does get away.
And that's late.
And that's a late hit.
It's severely late.
Hornets just got bailed out there. That play was going to go for a loss of about 3. And the late hit, and possibly, Coach, might have even been a horse collar before the late hit, but nonetheless, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. You saw the referee there.
And you and I know this. You always worry, for example, if you're in Coach Campbell's mind there, you always worry that because it happened on that sideline that they're going to get peer pressured out of calling it.
Right.
But it was so egregious.
And it's tough, too, when you're on one sideline looking across the field. And our field doesn't have a huge crown on it, but a little bit of one. And sometimes you can't exactly see the line on the other side. But from here, we could clearly see he was out of bounds. And, again, Coach, we talked earlier about a clean football game. And so far, so good, but that's the first mark, right?
In the mistake column, 1-0.
On a big third down stop, too. And that's another
2-0.
Take that 45 yards there. So Brookwood's inexperienced. Brookwood, I did it again. Brookstone, I apologize, all you Brookstone fans listening. So
I'm just giving him grief.
So
I lost my train of thought because I said the wrong school name. Anyway.
Because we're old.
So Brookstone is an experienced team. But you wonder now, with the 2 penalties in a row, have you rattled the defense a little bit?
And they're even though they're an odd front, they're getting upfield.
Yep.
And so that slows those linemen up a little bit going on, hard counter going on 2.
Brock going to throw the quick action screen to Hoots. Not much room to run there. It's going to be bottled up.
Well, that Brookstone defense.
Maybe give him the line of scrimmage is about it.
That Brookstone defense rallies pretty well.
Yeah, they can run for sure. We've talked about how long they are, but that speed's pretty good too.
Gonna have to get some interior run at some point, maybe some, B and C. I know Stratford really hurt them. Now, the back, if anybody's had a chance to see the back at Stratford play, I think his name's Tyler Stevens. That cat's pretty good.
So it looks like a run set here. We'll see what happens. But Johnson's going to keep and run right into the tackle right there they will give him the line of scrimmage back, so it'll be 3rd and 5.
Number 1 for Brookstone, 14 and 85 in there. MJ Archibald, give some names. Let's see, we got the simulcast. 15 is Davis Rue. Who's the other number? 85 is Charlie Peak.
So big 3rd down here. Hornets have already converted 1 3rd down in this possession thanks to the Brookstone penalty. Hornets will shift into that bunch set. Well, maybe not quite the bunch set look anyway. Got a feeling they'll throw the pass. Brock backs up. Oh, throws it behind.
And boy, we had leverage.
Had room to run.
We had leverage on the little kind of mesh scheme, man. He's got to lead him.
Got to lead him and maybe take a little off of that ball. He's throwing a little hot right there for the short route. Just dump it over there. Let him run with it. He's got that speed. So, unfortunately, that's going to go down as a incomplete pass, and the Hornets now will have to punt from their own the Brookstone 44-yard line. This time I noticed Brookstone does have a returner back. That's number 9, Sammy Olivia LeBoy. That's a tough name to say. I apologize. Johnson gets it off this time. Beautiful spiral punt, nose up. Drops the ball, but he's on it. What a great punt by Johnson. So it'll be Brookstone ball right at the 15-yard line.
I say it was a mesh scheme, but I think Wynn was in the trips, which I wonder if it was a pigtail route or something.
A little wide shallow maybe.
Well, missed opportunity, but I think if you're Westfield, you don't mind a low-scoring game.
Yep. Little field position battle right now.
Hey, we're familiar with that, aren't we?
We are indeed.
Sometimes you got to win one low-scoring.
Let's see if we make some adjustments versus a run here.
And they're 2-2. They were 3-1 primarily in that other set. And I think this is more of a pass set for us. Empty, absolutely. 3-2.
So he's going to go quick game.
Yeah, and everybody goes quick game to the 2 receiver side.
Got a missed tackle, and we got a pretty good block set up. That's a pretty good game for Brookstone. Let's give him about 25.
It's not real complicated. It's 3-2 empty, and everybody, just runs the combination routes, or just, if you're too far off the ball, they just give you, some stops over there, especially with the slot guy. And Coach, I think Coach Lee Campbell's like, I want a timeout because we don't look right versus that empty.
Yep, get adjusted to that for sure. Maybe something that they haven't seen much of on film.
Well, I know they ran a good bit of empty against Titanal, and that was many moons ago early in the season, and when they drubbed Titanal. Coach, you getting ready for a big day of college football tomorrow?
Yes, sir. You know it. I'm actually heading.
You know it.
I'm heading over to the borough tomorrow to see my
unfortunate.
Children.
Well, not seeing your children.
And be at the game, get the Georgia Southern versus the not GSU. But
the
anyway,
Panthers.
so we'll be watching the Georgia State play at Georgia Southern tomorrow night. But not before. I'm leaving early, Coach, so I can be at my brother's house by noon to watch Georgia Tech and the Dukies.
Go Duke. No, sorry.
I don't know. I don't have a great feeling, but I don't know. I hope my Jackets pull it out.
And we talk about defending empty all the time here. We've had to bump some linebackers out. Man, they're going to motion the quads.
Run right into a Hornet defender. Was that Brooks Bentley, Coach? I don't want to misspeak. I don't know.
Coach,
Hard to say.
Have they pulled a guard with that counteraction? I don't even know if they pulled a guard. I would assume they did. I mean, that's.
I want to give credit where credit was due, but I do not know who that was.
Yeah, I think that was.
Might have been Brooks
the Bentley.
Yep. All right.
And we got Sammy over there, or Caleb Andrews.
So no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 now for the Cougars. He's going to look to his right, to the Hornets' left. Now he's going to turn and run, and we've got room. He's got room there, and we have to make a touchdown saving tackle after the quarterback picks up about 17 yards on the scramble. So number 10, Broughton Branch, who's the trigger puller there for the Cougars.
What they run, Coach? Brett was giving me a message.
It was empty, and he just took off on a scramble. He was looking to throw the ball to his
And
right.
Coach Campbell was worried about some of that, Coach Lee Campbell.
So back to a 2x2 set now, more balanced. Downhill run. Hornets are there. We got him by the shoulder pad.
And that is a big hit by.
Thatcher Reddick comes down and cleans
five,
it up.
And 5 for Brookstone, kind of saying, hey, I got horse collar, but when it's on the side.
Yeah, he had him on the jersey, on the side, and that was Sammy McGee holding on for dear life. And as he's apt to do, Thatcher Reddick running down this line of scrimmage and lays a hit. So no gain on the play. Actually, they don't even have it. I don't think it's spotted correctly. I think it's really 2nd and 11. The down marker is up.
And this is one of the few 2-back sets they've shown, Coach.
So they've got to come back to it, just something in the flats.
I guess they were trying to hit the vertical. The H-back, 88, was running on a vertical.
Our coaching staff was pretty adamant that he stepped out of bounds, but they're going to talk about it now. Let's see if the back judge overrules the side judge here.
Well, don't get out on the field because my friend might just play badminton with his.
They're still talking about it. See if we can get a decision here.
He might hurl water balloon.
I guess they stay with the call, so it's going to be now 3rd and we'll call it 6.
And this empty stuff, well, this is back to, they motioned to a 4 receiver set then, and we're trying to get the H back up the seam.
Yeah. And Brookstone's going to now get a timeout on what is a big 3rd down play. And you got to think maybe, Coach, with any decent gain here of a yard or 2, he may go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, to me, maybe he didn't like his call there, and he thought, well, I need to approach this like 2 down. To me, that says he might have had a little pass scheme. And
well, I know in talking to some of the players, Coach Lee Campbell, part of his defensive game plan was to spy the quarterback in case he does run. And you have to wonder here, so far it's been one of their better plays, so you have to wonder here if they do drop back to pass. We better make sure that we're disciplined in our rush lanes and we don't let the quarterback get loose.
So it's, when someone goes empty and you have to devote one person to spying, and the offenses can do multiple things.
Right.
It really is a stressor because now they can, you've devoted a guy to spying, they can pick to where they want to throw the ball where they have a numbers advantage. And this is
so this is the spot in the last couple of drives for both teams that they didn't get it, and they've had to punt. So
and look how wide they're split in is out there, Coach, up top to their sideline. Speed option. And we rally well. And that's how you play the speed option.
Yes, sir. That is well defended. Jack Doster coming up on to tackle the pitch man. I'm not sure who made the tackle on the cue, but well defended is going to force the Cougars into a punt.
Liam Sexton was in there, I thought, on the tackle.
It might have been. It looked like Doster that made the tackle on the back, but I'm not sure.
Well, I know this. We saw some speed option yesterday in a little middle school, and we defended it really well. You have to have somebody on cue, and you don't have to go to the quarterback so hard on speed option. You can almost slow play it and let your defensive backs rally to get the pitch.
Kick is away. We let it land. Gets a little bit of a roll. It's going to flip the field for sure. The Hornets will get their starting field position at around the I'm about to misspeak. I call it the 13-yard line. 13-yard line. So Hornets will have the ball coming back out. Now we've ticked down to just under 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Just been a field position battle, Coach. It's hard to say what to expect anymore because you've seen a lot. Sometimes these offenses can get hot, and next thing you know, we can have the type of game that's really slow, and all of a sudden they get going. But
yeah, I think big plays are going to be few and far between tonight.
Going to have to be careful coming out from the shadow of your own goalpost
Yeah,
here.
you don't want to turn it over.
Downhill run to Hare. He's got a little room, tries to bounce again, just not much doing. They're pretty fast, so it's going to be tough to get that far.
He had a little
line.
bubble in there in A or B.
Yeah. Like to see him be a little more patient and kind of press that.
Yeah, just get 4 yards. Push the pile with your momentum. I mean, you're coming from a pistol look. You're downhill.
Give him a gain of 1 on that for 2nd and 9 now.
You just felt like if he stayed in the gap that he would have got 4 yards. Even if there was a defender there. And this is not – you don't want to be living in 2nd and 9s with this defensive front all night, Coach.
Little toss now to Hare.
That's a good block.
Again, little dead leg look.
Coach, we got a good block from Hoots, I believe it was, on the perimeter.
Not going to have the first, but he is within about a yard and a half. So we'll call it 3rd.
Had a little numbers advantage there.
Maybe even.
Oh, my goodness. Apologize to all our friends. We're
just out of Brett Taylor showing his athleticism.
Jeez. He can't even.
Yanked my headphones off.
You didn't run hurdles in high school, did you, Brett?
Oh, what? Oh, so I did miss the spot, evidently. It was a first down.
I was just trying not to get – it's a little cramped up here. Nah, we love Brett. Brett's the technical guy to do it all.
Downhill give to Hare. Going to fight forward, trying to get some help from one of his teammates. Looks like Molina in there trying to help him out. But we'll give him maybe 3 yards on the spice on the spot. A little better job there from Hare, but I think really still there's some just really kind of push through that. Maybe pick another couple yards up. So the formation change there has happened a lot here in this game. See if the Hornets stick with the run here.
Yeah, we're going to go a little orbit action.
Little orbit motion from Hoots. Runs right into the Brookstone defender. Maybe give him 1. So now 3rd and 5.
And I think if Jackson will not anticipate the contact so much, he get his eyes a little bit better for the vision. There's a little cutback there.
I think so. So that's going to wrap up your first quarter. We're 0-0 here in the Hornets' Nest. As we're going to hear a quick word from our sponsors, you're watching Westfield Hornet football on Mid-Georgia Sports Network.
About a merger. This is about the first tangible step for us to take together to build a regional hub of healthcare for Central Georgia. The confluence of research, technology, innovation, and excellent community care is how we'll make an impact together. As we unveil our sign, it's a symbol of the chapter we're now taking together to reshape healthcare for this community.
Welcome back to the Hornets' Nest for district football. You got Brookstone at Westfield tonight. 0-0 tie after 1. Winner claims the district championship. Hornets at a big 3rd and 5 right here from their own 27-yard line. As the chains get set and the Hornets begin play.
Yep, and this is you're kind of, 4 yard plus runs have been kind of hard to come by tonight running the ball. So you got to wonder if the Hornets are going to try some like a little high percentage pass or maybe even some type of Q run.
There's the quick pitch to Hoots.
And he gets a great block. He gets a great block by Sheldon Benton, I think it was, Coach.
It does, and that's going to be a first down for the Hornets after a gain of about 10. So big first down pickup there from the Hornets. Let's see if they go with tempo here or no. Probably the best run play since the first few plays of the game, Coach. Came out early. The Hornets were gashing him a little bit. And
did he flip it to him? Did he flip?
He did. It's a pass play. It's a pass play. You're right.
But it's a run scheme.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just jet sweep.
Reach.
So Hornets are lined back up, checking their play one last time on their wristband.
Trips to the boundary, but motion
Hoots
out
in
of
motion.
it.
Can probably fake it this time. He does. Got to get around the right edge. Not going to be much there. It's just going to run out of bounds.
It just seems like Brock is having to wait on the ride.
Yeah, a little bit. I think he snapped it too early that time. But we'll give him 2 yards on that.
because you want that ride to be a little cleaner, shift your weight, come out of it.
2-yard pickup, 2nd down and 8.
You want that to be caught in the
Shuffle,
action to happen
shuffle.
quick, so the quarterback can pull it when he's ready, right?
Yep,
So if he wants to ride it longer, he can, but if he
Right.
doesn't, he doesn't.
And Brookstone in a little single high safety. Looks like a little man under.
Get the screen off, trying to get back inside. Would have liked to have seen him kind of flow to the
Spin to
outside,
the
there,
outside.
but it might not have been designed that way. Carter Black on the catch. Carter getting touching the ball a little more than usual tonight. That's 2 receptions already. And I don't know that I've seen him catch many this year. Certainly know he's capable, though.
Mr. Cartier.
Got to bring up another 3rd down for the Hornets as they approach midfield. We'll give them the ball
And
at
this
43.
one's longer than the previous
Yep.
3rd down.
3rd and 6 at about the 43-yard line.
Look for a little half sprint to the.
It's the same set they ran the last 3rd down conversion out of. There's just a little fake toss action. Looking for the out route. He had him. He had him on the out route, but the ball got tipped to the line of scrimmage. That length is really playing.
85 and 81 are tall. But
Got it. So you teach coaches, you know, the offensive line, you got to get the defensive line's hands down when you're in pass play.
and do you want me to give you
Let's just say you have to punch low. When
do you want me to give you the politically correct way it's coached or the PG-13 version?
Let's go politically correct as Johnson gets ready to kick again.
I'm there's no profit in this either way, so I'm gonna go with the PG-13.
Okay. Yeah, I figured you would.
You teach linemen to
Snap it a little low.
hit. You teach offensive linemen to hit defensive linemen in
Good
a
play.
manner on their thighs where they will get their hands down.
You want them right. They'll
To not
naturally try
back
to
the ball
protect.
on some of the quick passing game stuff. And that's easier said than done, obviously.
So Johnson flips the field with the punt. Now it's a 25-yard line starting point for Brookstone. Coach, while we have a minute, let's throw a little shout out to our Lady Hornets softball team
Wow.
over in Columbus. I hope they're listening in. They may be. In fact, if you are, ladies, congratulations so far on a great weekend over in Columbus at the state tournament. You guys they are undefeated so far, Coach, playing automatically into the state championship round.
Got to win one game,
with
right?
no losses. Have to win one game. Going to be playing John Millage again for the 4th time this year, actually.
And win one game, and that would be their 9th in a row.
9th in a row. Good cutback from the Brookstone back
He runs
there.
into his own receiver, which may have been a blessing because he was out the gate.
Yeah, that's Deacon Leatherwood, and he's already having a good night, and we're only halfway through the 2nd quarter, not even that.
And we didn't fit the run correctly. And Coach DeMarcus Allen, he's clearly he's the D-line coach, and something wasn't right there with the gap integrity. Because they've made an adjustment. Their last 2 series, they've been this H-back and running back set primarily.
He's going to sling this ball out. The Hornets are there, and they're going to we'll give him the line of scrimmage, I guess.
Doster and Sexton and Drew Keller.
I'll tell you, Doster and Sexton both have really done a good job of making a lot of plays at or behind the line of scrimmage, coming all the way up from their safety spot. So it's been really impressive, or let's just say the defensive backfield anyway.
And you see Drew Keller running down the line, coaches a DN.
And he's got a lot of great speed. So.
And then we sub, and we'll go Sammy. Sammy's got to be careful up here up top to the wide side.
So 2nd down and 10 for the Cougars. And they're going to run the action there again. We bottled that up pretty good.
That was a power play. They pulled the H-back, I think, was the flapper.
Yep, we'll give him 2 yards. So now it'll be 3rd down and 8. And here we are again, Coach, right at midfield with the big 3rd down play. Cougars are going to go quick here.
Yeah, I'm interested. They go, we're a little.
Play action
Yeah,
there. Quarterback's got room. Quarterback's got room.
Ooh, was he across the line?
I'm not sure his feet were on the ground when he caught the ball. We'll have to get a call from the officials. He definitely landed out of bounds, but I don't know if he was in the air when he hit his hands.
Shocker.
They gave him the catch.
Shocker.
They gave him the catch, so it is a 1st down for the Cougars. It was a great catch by the Brookstone Cougar player there. I didn't catch his number, so I apologize for that. But it's a long way to the other side of the field, so maybe you probably have a better view on your TV screen at home than we do. But so the Cougars are in business with a 1st down at the Hornet 35. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Who comes up with it? Both sides are kind of pointing, but there's not a lot of celebrating. Waiting to see a call. Waiting to see a call.
3
First down, Hornets.
Hey, 3-0 on the mistakes, Coach.
3-0, you're right.
We were keeping the mistakes column. 3-0 on the mistakes.
Luke Wicker comes away with the football.
Lucius.
Luke Wicker on the recovery. Just a bobbled snap, and then it hits the knee of the running back. Bounds forward, and it's a free-for-all, and Luke Wicker comes away with it on a huge turnover. And it kind of balances out the play before. That was kind of a 50-50 call on the sideline.
Yep.
But you're right. We talked about playing a clean game. Now, the scoreboard doesn't indicate it, but I'd have to say the Hornets are winning as far as the mistakes go. Yeah, we're so far pretty good. But we got to get some momentum here.
And look for the Hornets to take a shot possibly on sudden change.
Little flip that on the bubble screen there.
And just
Sheldon
run
Benton.
to the butt of the blocker.
Yep.
I mean, that's kind of been some, mistakes. You have to. I mean, if he's turning him out, you have to cut it up in there.
Yep, some little indecision cost him there. They rallied to the football. They gave him 2 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 8.
But hey,
I'm like you. I think there was more meat on that ball we didn't get.
Just we played a lot of 2nd and 8s tonight, Coach.
Yep, I agree.
A lot of 2nd and 9s.
So really watch that as we move forward. The first down proficiency. You want to get ahead of the chains a little bit there. You love 2nd down and less than 6 would be great. Hornets looking to pass again.
And throw that little.
He throws it inside. He's got Hoots.
The Gazelle,
Hoots is going to get to the edge.
400 runner.
They got an angle on him. He's going to try to outrun it, but they pull him out of bounds after a big gain. Put him at the 26-yard line of the Cougars. That'll be a gain of about 24, let's call it 34 yards, give or take. Actually, maybe a little more than that even. So big gain there. And I know the coaching staff of Brookstone has got to be upset that they let number 8 loose, because if you've watched our film the last few weeks, you know that's the one guy you can't let catch the ball, because he makes things happen when it touches his hands.
When I say the 400, he's a sprinter, more of a sprint. The 400's a sprint, but he's a 100, 200 guy now. And Wynn will be quick to tell you, Coach, I'm not a 400 guy anymore. I'm a quick sprinter.
Thanks for the explanation, Coach. We all feel so much better about ourselves now.
Oh, thank you.
Throw the ball. Oh, he throws it, gets rid of it this time, hits him on the drag route. Hoots going to try to fight for the sticks and not going to make it, but that was a good play there. Johnson did a good job of getting that away. He had to hold it to the last second to hit that drag.
A little mesh
that he missed on 3rd down earlier, if you remember. So we'll give him about 7 yards on that, leaving 2nd down and 3, and that's the first down positivity you needed.
Right,
you mentioned a minute ago.
Right, absolutely. I just thought you wanted, I've shut down on my This Week in Westfield track, so I just wanted to, Wynn will be mad at me if I call him a 400 runner.
Yeah, I just couldn't wait to hear you just just go ahead and just spew track stuff. All right, Jackson Hare around the left edge. He gets the edge with a little burst of speed.
Yes.
Give him a first down. So first down for the Hornets. Down to just outside the 10-yard line, I think. I can't quite see the spot from here, but it looks like it's about 12 maybe. Maybe a little deeper than that, maybe 13. Yep, 13-yard line.
And Jackson Hare
he's got an extra ear tonight, doesn't he?
And I'd like to see him use that on those A and B gap runs.
That's right. Hit that inside that hard too. So Hornets with a little momentum are gonna shift Holbert out very wide now. Bring Hoots across the formation. Johnson's holding the snap. Now goes downhill to Hare, dancing, trying to find some room. Not much there. Might have got a yard or two, maybe. So we'll give it. That's not the first down game we've needed, but that's okay. We're 2nd down and 9 now.
And Jackson will be like, Coach Farmer, that's why I wasn't cutting it back much, because they had people there.
Yeah, that's right.
It was a physical tackle.
And we don't have the luxury of the overhead camera view you get on the weekend when you watch football, so that's coming. I think we might be in trouble here.
Yeah, we're running some personnel off.
Surprised we didn't get a penalty there, but I guess we didn't huddle, so Johnson's going to roll to his right. Now going to tuck back up inside. Still has the ball, trying to make something happen. He's going to get him a couple of yards, but it's going to leave a 3rd and 6, maybe a long 5 coming up for the Hornets. Didn't see what he liked on his rollouts. It's tough to us to see kind of in that corner.
And as well as our defense is playing, you would have to think if the next play is not inside, like a 4th and 3, that we probably kick the
take the points.
Try to kick the field goals. Brock's been solid.
3rd and 6, though, we'll call it. Bunch formation to the right for the Hornets. Kind of into the boundary. Jackson Harris going to motion out to the wide side. Going to try to hit Hoots underneath. Didn't like it. Johnson's now going to roll back to his
chuck
right.
it away.
He's got to throw it away or get out of bounds. He ends up going out of bounds. May have even lost a yard there. I think he did, in fact, but it was going to be 11-yard line. And I think now that takes any question out of it, right? You kick the field goal.
You do, and
from the right hash, we'll spot it at just about right at the 10, I guess. So,
and this operation was clean in a clutchest moment of the season thus far last week for the game winner.
So we'll need that here. 28-yard field goal from the right hash. Got Court Pearson on the hold. Carter Black on the snap. Snap is great. Holds down, and we just hooked it. I don't know if there was a bad hold or a slip there, but something in the operation wasn't quite right, and that kind of came off the inside of his foot and never threatened the field goal. So the Hornets come away empty after a really good drive, and you hate to see that, Coach. And gonna have to take that as mistake one for the Hornets.
Yeah,
that's a well within his range. You think Brock certainly would have a chance at making that one.
And then another killer on that is not talked a lot about in football. When you miss that field goal, it gets up to them on the 20 instead of they would have had worse field position.
So they gained 9 yards in that process. Anything that's kicked into the end zone is like a touchback, almost like a kickoff. So Cougars with the ball, motion across to an even set. Now he motions back. Looking for the slant. Now he doesn't like it. Now he bubbles out to his right. He's got room to run around the right edge, and he's going to get a pretty good gain. Nice tackle there in the end. Is that Cameron Staines over there maybe, or I can't see that far?
I think that was Doster. That was Doster.
Okay.
Single-digit number.
Give him a gain of about 7 or 8, so second down and 2 or 3 there. Just kind of.
That was a really good tackle in space. Physical.
We got number 5 coming off the field, and another Cougar coming on here late. 5 looks like he's a little shaken up. Got to give it downhill there. Going to get the edge and room to run again. That's number 9. And a missed tackle.
Just a power play. I mean,
That's Semi LaBoy. I'm not going to try to pronounce Semi's middle name. It looks tough. I tried it earlier and failed miserably. I wanted to say Olivier, but that's not correct.
Oliviera.
Okay, that might be right.
Pass the Cavassier on this week's episode of The Ladies' Man for you Saturday Night Live fans. No, that guy's pretty talented.
Yep, quarterback around right edge. And
10's talented
fast
too
as well. And just like that, the Cougars are across midfield, approaching the Hornet 40. Now in 2nd and 4.
So it's kind of interesting. Brookstone doesn't have a huge roster, but I don't want to say hurry up. This is not NASCAR, but it's no huddle, and it's pretty quick pace.
There's the fake pitch. The quarterback.
And it was a GT power.
I didn't think there was much there.
And
kind of drugged down by the jersey. I'll see where his spot is. Maybe got him a little bit short. Going to be 3rd and maybe less than 1. I didn't see who that was in the tackle, but maybe Reddick. But the quarterback run game, and really run game in general, 5 also.
And that was a GT power, Coach. They pulled guard and tackle.
So 3rd and very short here. Got to think maybe 4th down territory if we do stuff it. But quarterback's going to keep it, and he'll get across the line to gain. Doesn't get much, but we'll give him 2 for the first down. Going to be first down inside the 40 now. Give him the 38. So just like that, missed field goal, and about 4 plays later, the Cougars are inside the Hornet 40 threatening, especially with their kicking game.
Yes. I mean, I would think he's good from 50 or has the capability.
As the clock ticks under 3 minutes now in the first half. Been a quick game with all the run plays. Quarterback drops the pass. Got him from behind. That's maybe a fumble. Maybe a fumble, and I think the Hornets are on it.
4-0.
I think that the Hornets are definitely on the ball.
4-1.
Sammy McGee with the recovery.
4-1.
It is a first down.
We talked about huge mistakes. That's another one.
I didn't see who came around the right edge. I think it might have been McGee on both of them.
It was McGee.
McGee on the strip sack and the recovery.
What a game, momentum swinging play. 2:41 left in the first half. Hornets take over on their own 44-yard line. And boy, that was a big time.
I mean, those are
play.
Massive mistakes. And I'm just shocked. I'm shocked that they would, they'd kind of been running the ball on the plus side. I'm shocked that they took a shot like that with 3 minutes left, the way they were running the ball.
So see if the Hornets can get some action here. Hornets with a double tight look, Coach.
Little ace personnel. And their flag.
They got a penalty. That's a good play by the Hornets. Even if it's on us, wouldn't be surprised to see us come back to that. Where it's thrown, it's got to probably be motion, I'm guessing. A legal shift. Not sure what happened there, but Coach Campbell's looking also like what happened. Unless we only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, we had 11 on, so I'm not sure. So that's going to back him up 5. Now 2nd and 15.
Which is not where we want to be. Should be first and 15.
Should be first and 15. The down marker's wrong, I believe.
Well, I hope everybody's on the same page because we're not playing for tiddlywinks tonight.
Yep. I hope that somebody does make the referee aware that it's first down and 15. So Johnson's going to roll out to his right, look back to his left, nothing there. Breaks one tackle, trying to go for the second one. It will not be able to do it.
So let's see what happens with the down marker. I mean, did we miss something? Was there was no loss of down? Well, the down marker's been clicked to third.
Yep, I think the down marker's in. So it's 2nd down now, but it is 2nd and a mile.
Yes, they're getting it right. Good job to the white hat. Managing the thing.
I think we got an assist by somebody up in the booth. I'm not naming any names.
I think our lady up here in the booth.
Managing the things that matter most. Not coaches.
2nd and a country mile for the Hornets.
Not coaches having a foot
There's a little
over the line.
He's going to try to take a shot there. He's got his man, got Hoots.
Oh, this may go to the house.
Hoots has got a chance.
He's got to cut off at his block.
He's got to cut it back. Hoots is going to score.
And that's
what he does. It's what he does.
And that's 5-1 on big mistakes because a big play is a mistake. I mean, Westfield's just been more solid.
And, Coach, credit to, I believe it was Matt Molina down the field.
Yes.
Once the catch was made, trying to run interference there on the defensive back. Hoots with a great cutback, and just that much speed and space, it's automatic.
Yeah.
PAT is good from Johnson. Snap hold to Carter Black and Court Pearson. Big buddies back there. I'm going to give them grief. I'm going to tell them they need to go home and practice their snaps and holds. But it's been a clean operation so far tonight, minus the one kick. I don't know whose fault that was. Anyway, PAT's good. And the news is the Hornets have taken a 7-0 lead after a big break and big play. 2 in a row, really. With the strip sack and fumble recovery by Sammy McGee. You have a couple of negative plays, or big negative play by the Hornets, 2 in a row, a penalty and then a penalty, then a sack, and then out of nowhere we hit Hoots, who finds the end zone from, 70 yards or so for a big touchdown. Johnson puts the exclamation point on it with the extra point, and now the Hornets are kicking off with 1:18 left, up 7-0 all of a sudden, and all the momentum. And, Coach, that's really big when you consider that Brookstone gets the ball coming out of the half.
Right.
Of course, you got to take care of business here. You got to get to the half 7-0.
Yeah, you got to cover the kick.
We know that we've seen Brookstone move the ball in chunks, so. But that is just this has been crazy, kind of the flips in momentum in this first half. Just a small amount of scoring, but the game's been played between the 20s all night until that play. Johnson with the high kick to the left side.
That's a good angle.
And the returner drops it, which is going to allow the Hornets to get down and cover it a little better. He still finds a crease somehow. We got to save
it. And Jack Doster saves us.
He saved the play, the touchdown, but
Yeah,
that's a mistake in kick coverage.
that's
Coach.
5-2 on the big mistakes.
Yep.
I mean, I just think
you're keeping count.
I am.
That is definitely counts as a mistake because that ball really should have been easy to cover after he drops it. But the Hornets got a little bit out of their lane, a little greedy, and next thing you know, they've got one running down the sideline.
And Brookstone has to feel we're going to get 3 at minimum. That's going to be their mindset with their kicker.
Especially knowing they get the ball coming out. So we'll see what happens right here as they take the ball on their own, on the Hornet 47 yard line.
Hornets need to play well on these early downs in this possession. There's play one.
Yeah, they're going to run there, and that one was kind of bottled up in a hurry. I'll say Leatherwood didn't look quite as aggressive there, but it looks like maybe the Hornets had kind of fit that run up pretty well. Down to 52 seconds now, and running.
Yep, and
second down now and 10.
I know 3's been a good player for Brookstone this year. Has had quite a year, and you wonder when they'll take a solo shot at him. But you'll be throwing at win hoots.
Yeah, a lot of time there, just waiting to snap the ball.
Yeah, where you see us clearly
coverage.
in some man under because they caught us with a linebacker running with the route.
And that's what, that happens on TV sometimes. That'll stop the clock at 33 seconds. That happens on TV sometimes. And you see somebody cover a man and running, it looks like they're running away from the ball.
Yep.
And it's not ineptitude, it's just playing man defense. So that's going to give him a gain of about, we'll call it 12. So it is a first down on the Hornet 37-yard line, but only 33 seconds to go. I felt like the Cougars took 10 seconds to snap the ball once they were in formation. So I'm not sure what was going on there. The clock will now start on the snap. Going to do some play action.
There's their deep shot,
and he was open, Coach. I'm not sure what's going on.
I don't know if we were in some cover 2 principles.
Well, if we
because Stain sat in the flats.
That's the window to throw it in, but the quarterback overshoots his man there.
I mean, I don't know if we were in. I didn't look where our corner was pre-snap, but Stain's kind of squatted in the flats, so he's got to get some help from the safety.
Coach Campbell's going to get the timeout to try to get that fixed. So 29 seconds left, kind of setting the stage. 29 seconds left. Hornets just scored to go up 7-0. Brookwood is driving into the Hornet territory to the 37-yard line. Second down and 10 now after the incomplete pass. The clock is, of course, stopped with the timeout and the incomplete pass.
What'd you say? Sorry, I was getting my Montel Jordan on.
Yeah, I know.
This is how we do it.
They played these songs from our youth, and we can't help but get excited.
I saw the mic.
What? Youth? No, I don't think youth and you and I.
These Utes.
The 2 Utes.
The Utes.
Where was that movie filmed? Monticello, Georgia.
Monticello, Georgia.
And Eatonton a little bit at the Putnam General Motel.
Home of West Tanner. Arthur Weston Tanner. And the famous
It's Friday night. Sorry, this is how we do it.
Coach Fowler can sing. I can't.
Back in the day.
So this is a huge play in this football game.
Second down and 10, right?
Yep. In terms of kind of how Brookstone approaches the remaining plays.
See if they work this single receiver side a little bit. He looks the other way.
Just a little
wants the hitch.
Possession. He's in bounds, though. Clock's running. That was a mistake. That's not what you want.
He gets a quick timeout. Brookstone's coach does, but not before the clock takes down to 22 seconds. 22 seconds left in the half. A timeout from Brookstone. That's going to leave them, if the board is right, with only one timeout left.
I think if you're Westfield here, the ball's on the 30, so it'd be snapped to the 37. As things are right now, that'd be a 47-yarder, which is obviously not a gimme.
For sure, from the right hash.
But I also think that you're kind of in that mindset if you're Westfield. Like, hey, look, I don't care if it's an 18-yard field goal that he gets to kick or 47-yard one.
If he gets 3, we'll take that as a win, really.
Right. Let's don't give up.
Yep.
No combo routes, nothing where somebody's running, where we get a coverage mix-up. You may see Jack kind of reroute the slot player here. Jack Doster's out here over the slot. You might kind of pinpoint him inside.
Empty set.
Yeah.
Quarterback run's always a threat. He's going to look like he's going to take off again. Now he's got a man.
Yeah, that's what you're worried about. You just
we're there.
Was he not past the line?
I thought he dropped it. I guess I didn't see that. But
that's the second pass the quarterback has thrown right when he's on the line in scramble mode.
A perfect pass, too. I actually thought I saw the ball tumble off. I'm not sure what I saw, but nonetheless, he does catch the ball for a touchdown for Brookstone. So 7-6 now with extra point pending. And that's the last thing you want for the Hornets.
And, you know, we've been keeping that mistake column. And we were saying 5-2. That's almost like double mistake.
But it's a good play. You just hate that it happened. But it was a good play. The guy was in position. We just got to make a play on the ball. Picks up and good. He just punches that thing, man. It's got a lot of power in that leg.
Yeah, a little snap hookage.
7-all there. And I'm sure he'll kick this into the end zone and not give Win Hoots a chance to return it.
Yeah, so, Coach, there was a kickoff against Stratford, and I guess he pulled out. He said, you know, he didn't go with the wedge. I think he went more with a 5-iron.
Uh-huh.
Coach, it was 9 yards deep in the end zone.
Wow.
And just with ease. Now, in high school football, they kick off from the 40.
They do, but
college is 35.
Keep in mind these things. These kicks have height on them too. It's not like he's just hitting line drives.
And in pro ball, nobody cares about the kick.
That's right.
So I go to the fridge.
Trick shots. They're trying to kick knuckleballs and everything else. So.
Brett, can you hear me on the Discord? I can't hear anything.
So I you know, this is.
I think my audio is not working.
Fun to watch this guy. Let's see where he.
So does his little kicker hop thing. That's pretty common. I've seen a lot of guys do that.
Well, I wish he'd teach it to Brett because Brett can't hop this cord that's a foot off the ground.
The kicker looks like, and again, this isn't really enforced like it used to be, but the kicker looks like he's wearing shorts, really short pants there with his leggings underneath.
Yeah, he's got a little life on it, guys. Guys, that one landed on the back line.
On the back line.
Wow. Wowzers. So, note to self, remember that name. I'd like to see where he may be playing somewhere on Saturdays.
So the Hornets will come out, presumably take a knee. We'll see, though. We'll see. You certainly don't want to see a turnover because they'd be immediately in field goal range.
Thank you to Coach Liana Walton for
delivering some sustenance up here for the boys. Yep, Hornet looks like they'll be in just a kneel-down formation to get to half 7-7, which I think they would have taken before the game. But obviously it stings a little knowing you took the lead there and immediately gave it back, or to the tie anyway. But we go into halftime here on senior night in the Hornets' Nest with Brookstone Cougars and Westfield Hornets tied 7-7. Looking forward to a lot of exciting action in the second half as we take a quick break now at halftime. Here from the Hornets' Nest in Perry, Georgia, you're watching Westfield Hornet football on Mid-Georgia Sports Network.
This is not about a merger. This is about the first tangible step for us to take together to build a regional hub of healthcare for Central Georgia. The confluence of research, technology, innovation, and excellent community care is how we'll make an impact together. As we unveil our sign, it's a symbol of the chapter we're now taking together to reshape healthcare for this community.
Fans, please keep the field clear for a special halftime recognition.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to midfield as we welcome the class of 2005 here tonight to celebrate their 20-year class reunion. In addition to marking this special milestone, this class of 2005 is also honoring the memory of their beloved classmate, Davis Evans. Please join us in giving a warm Westfield welcome to the class of 2005. As we start the second half, the Cougars will receive. Deep for the Cougars, number 4, Kingston Terry, along with number 9, Sammy Lavoie. Set to kick off for Westfield, number 11, Brock Johnson. Lavoie on the return. Stop made by number 27.
All right, welcome back to the Hornets' Nest for Westfield Hornet football versus the Brookstone Cougars. We just kicked off, and the Cougars have received it and returned it out to the 34-yard line or so. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Cougars there as we come out of the second half, or come out of halftime to begin the second half. Coach Farmer is going to put it at 33. Great job defensively by the Hornets in the first half. Same could be said by the Cougars.
Right.
So it seems like whoever can get something going on offense is probably going to take advantage of this game.
Well, yeah, I mean, aside from both teams had one big play apiece, but, I mean, you give up 7.5, you feel like your defense is playing well. And there's that power play.
And we come up and tackle it. That, I'm going to guess that's Jack Dawson. I haven't seen the number.
A single digit, and he's quickly making a case for you-know-what later.
Yep.
On senior night.
Brookstone found out at halftime from one of our jam-up staff here with Mid-Georgia Sports that Brookstone was averaging 32 points a game.
Wow.
So to hold them to 7.5 was quite the accomplishment for Coach Lee Campbell's defense. Going to run play action there. Pump fake. Now quarterback's going to keep and throw late. And throws a little high.
And there's
got
a flag.
A late flag on this side of the field for something.
Well, we got one here and a flag over there. Got a pink one down here.
Maybe. Well, I see one referee's pointing to the defense. Not real sure what's going on here. He was close to the line of scrimmage again, but I'm not sure he was over. We'll see. See if we get the calls here from our official. And he's got to come and see what this flag is.
Well, it is a simulcast, and I didn't talk about this the first half.
So I can interrupt you again. Welcome to our Georgia Alabama Sports Live people joining us in for the Brookstone side. So, into Mid-Georgia Sports Network calling the game tonight. Go ahead, Coach.
I just wanted to say, for the Brookstone faithful, that play by Broughton Branch throwing the ball on the run, the touchdown at the end of the first half was a heck of a throw on the run. I know who caught that touchdown?
So many.
I know you got a lot going on here.
There was a pass interference call on the offense that stuck. There were two other calls that canceled each other out. They were offsetting. Right. One of them was an eligible man downfield on the offense. I'm not sure what the penalty was on the defense. But the offensive pass interference call stuck to make it second and a long way for first down.
So it's a loss of down too, right?
No, they'd already run first down. So
sorry, that's right. They didn't run play. I'm sorry. 3 by actually empty. I was shielded down here. 3 by 2. It was empty.
Quarterback's being pursued. He's going to end up throwing it away. Good coverage there by the Hornets.
And that's a great job of the defensive end, Sammy McGee, flattening out in pursuit down the line, good angle. Going back to the touchdown pass that quarterback threw for Brookstone at the end of the first half. Do you remember who caught that? Because it was a great catch too.
It was a good catch. Just a young mistake by a freshman by the Hornets there, letting the man get behind him. But now we're looking at third and a long way here, and the Hornets are going to kind of sit in a deep kind of almost prevent mode.
Ooh.
Hits if we'd have looked up, we had a pick six. Doster trying to play. It was in great position, playing great defense.
Yeah, I mean, he was rallying to make the tackle.
It's a great play. It ends up kind of being a little funny, but it was a great defensive play.
I mean, but he's out of the page of Aaron Ellis. Yeah. Aaron Ellis likes to
using your head.
Just get the helmet in the way and take one off the face mask. That was off the crown of the head.
So the Hornets with a big stand right there on the first series coming out.
And coach, great field position possibly.
Possibly. The other coach got a strong leg. Hornets look like they're trying to come after it. Let's see what happens here. They don't. They bail, which is probably smart. Kick it straight up. We can catch it right there. He calls for a fair catch and makes it on the Cougar side of the 50. Always makes me nervous. Of course, you got your best hands guy back there, but Hornets take possession at the 48-yard line. Coach, while there's a little change here, let's talk a little bit about the big end to the middle school Hornets football season yesterday as we travel up to Strong Rock and come away with a hard-fought victory.
Hard-fought, old school
12-7 victory.
12-7, just kind of grind it out. More punts in a middle school game than some middle schools punt in a season. There's some names.
We'll drop those as the night goes on.
Just some
really proud of those Hornets to end the season 5-1. Great year. A lot coming back next year. And a bunch of those eighth graders will be on this field on Friday night starting next year. Johnson back to pass on the first play. Takes a shot. Got a man. Not sure who
that John David Lane? Is that a JDL sighting?
I can't see the number, but it may be.
Yeah, that's a John David Lane sighting.
It is John David Lane, number 12.
And, Coach, that's something dialed up on the chalkboard at halftime.
Yep, sure
a little
was.
wheel scheme, and that is a huge play in this football game that the Hornets can capitalize.
So, great play there to really kind of get momentum flowing. The Hornets will take the ball now inside the 10-yard line. We're goal to go from the 9. Great ball from Johnson and great route and drawn-up play there by Coach Campbell. Going to run with hair now, not much doing. Let's give him a couple, though. So second and goal from the 8.
And you always hate, when you get and goal, you want
to be closer to 5.
Like first and goal from the 4.
We got a Hornet down, unfortunately. So
You have to change the settings in software control.
Is that Molina? I think that's Molina, and that is no bueno.
So we'll take a Emory Healthcare timeout right here. We'll be right back to Hornet football on Mid-Georgia Sports Network.
About a merger. This is about the first tangible step for us to take together to build a regional hub of healthcare for Central Georgia. The confluence of research, technology, innovation, and excellent community care is how we'll make an impact together. As we unveil our sign, it's a symbol of the chapter we're now taking together to reshape healthcare for this community. This is not about a merger. This is about the first tangible step for us to take together to build a regional hub of healthcare for Central Georgia. The confluence of research, technology, innovation, and excellent community care is how we'll make an impact together. As we unveil our sign, it's a symbol of the chapter we're now taking together to reshape healthcare for this community.
Welcome back into the Hornets' nest as the injured Hornet is Matt Molina, and he comes off the field with the assistance of the greatest trainer in the business, Coach Joe Allen. Everybody around here loves Joe. He's such a valuable member of our staff here at Westfield. So while we've got a minute, Coach, just to kind of finish up the conversation, Matt's little brother Max plays on the middle school team. Big win to finish their season, go 5-1.
Right.
Kind of little undersized. Coach from this team, but I'll tell you what, they say it's not about the size of the dog in the fight, but the fight in the dog, and these kids were tough, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, we tell them all the time that, every time we go out, somebody's bigger than us, and a lot bigger than us. And, Coach, we have a parent that, middle school is a lot different. You don't have a lot of film. You don't have scout film, but we have I'm not going to say his name because his parent wouldn't want to be known, but he'll shoot us like a Google drive of the game. And we're clearly undersized.
Yep.
And so, we'll probably talk about some of these eighth grader names later, but they are They have a lot of fight and a lot of heart and a lot of character.
Hornets go off tackle pitch to Harris. Trying to race to the pylon. Cuts it back. It's going to be just short. Give him 3rd and goal from about the 2 maybe. I thought he had a chance to get in there.
And you know, because we're going to have to move on and wrap this up. So, Coach, I'm going to tell you, I watched the film. And I was hard on this guy this year, and so I'm my first guy.
I know where you're going.
You know where I'm going, but Coach, he was a dog yesterday. I'm talking about everybody looks at the interception, but he was an animal.
Yep.
And that's Miller St. Clair.
Yep,
he was lights out at the end yesterday.
Sure did. So big season for the Little Hornets, and very proud of those guys. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Hornets go single back in the backfield.
Little overset, Coach, but we're in the overlook.
We're going to run it.
Johnson tight end.
Now he's got a chance. He's got to get to the line. He does.
Oh, I love
Great
it.
play call there from Coach Campbell. Execution was there.
So Thatcher Reddick's now our attached tight end, Coach.
That's right. He was off the line of scrimmage, but he basically is a tight end. Right? So
I think he may have. Did he have his hand in the ground? I couldn't tell the depth.
I believe he was off.
So that means one of the other receivers obviously had to be on. What? Either way, we could have covered him up.
So we'll have to keep an eye on that. If Molina can't come back in, let's kind of see who goes to play tight end now for the Hornets.
This is a big extra point.
It is for sure. Snap, hold is good, kick is perfect. 14-7 after the snap, hold, kick there. Again, Carter Black on the snap. Who is it? Court Pearson, the holder, and Johnson on the kick. After Johnson runs it in, after the great passing catch from Johnson to John David Lane, the freshman.
Yeah, freshman. Catch him. Skinner's a freshman.
There's freshmen getting action, especially on these special teams.
And Landon Gillis, you look out there.
Yep, Landon's played a lot. You've seen Patton Lambert has played a good bit. There's others also that have been out there. So
James Moore.
Didn't mean to leave that out. So the key there, we just talked about these middle school guys. So these 8th graders can see that. And in fact, if you look on the sideline, if we get a sideline shot, you may see several of our 8th grade football players on the sideline working as ball boys tonight.
Kenny Grayle wearing his jersey number 10.
Pearson. I see. Let's see. I see Conrad Barfield.
Miller's somewhere holding court, I can guarantee you.
I'm sure.
Miller's,
Yep.
Miller's liable to have a card game going somewhere around here. And
If you've got a TRRS, you can actually plug in the front of that thing.
All right. Johnson set the kick with a short approach, which means a shorter kick, you would think. But with that leg, he drives it pretty deep down to the 10-yard line.
And we need to cover this better than we did the last one.
We do. He tries to cut it back, and we're going to tackle him, but not before he gets out to about the 40-yard line. 35-yard line. So pretty good field position to start out with for the Cougars.
Brooks Bentley in on the tackle.
Brooks didn't get a chance to play with us in middle school. Unfortunately, he could have been a valuable asset to our team.
I don't know. His parents may say, fortunately, they want him around you guys.
His sweet mother teaches with us here at the school. Just a wonderful teacher, and sit with her at lunch most days, Coach. What a sweet lady.
Yeah, she's got a kind spirit, and always I don't know her that well. Never got to teach Brooks, and she always just speaks, hey, how you doing? That's the beauty of a small school, and you felt that family atmosphere today, Coach, at the pep rally.
Sure did. The give goes to number 5.
Ooh, I'm not so sure.
Bottle him up. He might have got a little quick to bounce that one. Again, that's Leatherwood.
That's a great football name. I know it's the second time I just can't. Just Leather Helmet. I'm thinking Leather Helmet.
Coach, how about the moms tackling the players at the pep rally today?
I spoke to Amy Reddick at halftime.
I was so nervous for the play. I didn't want anybody to get hurt.
Yeah, I think Amy Reddick really wanted to. She told me she said, I wanted to hit Thatcher hard, but I didn't want to hurt his hand.
Yeah.
So Thatcher, she was coming at you. She was going to lay the boom.
Play action, quick slant. Ball goes right through the hands of the receiver. That's another one I think maybe take a little bit of heat off of that.
Right.
It was in traffic, but ball did get to his hands, but that's going to bring up another third and distance. Let's call it 8 for the Cougars from their own 42-yard line, or 37. I keep seeing the 40 right in front of me.
And you know where we're coming here? Q scramble. Are we going to spy the quarterback here, which is he's kind of run free on some of these scrambles.
You got Carter Black in the middle of the field. Looks like he might be coming with pressure, but he does bail out. It's like Carter is spying the quarterback. They're going to take a shot. Receiver falls down. They're going to throw a flag. It's kind of I don't want to seem biased, but it seemed like incidental contact to me. But nonetheless,
and Coach Chad Campbell is not. I mean, he's like go.
Looked like just running in traffic, and he gets tripped
and
up.
Coach, we had 2 guys on him. That's not a bracket, but I mean, we had 2 guys actually behind him. I don't know if the ball could have been caught, but it's just a killer penalty.
Yep, that's you know, you don't even want to put that in the mistake category because you really don't feel like you did anything wrong, but it ends up working out that way, doesn't it?
Well, and you know where we're going from the coaching business. You feel like the complete pass that was kind of they had to talk about on that side. You know, you're thinking as a coach, can I go 50% on that?
Yep.
And I don't want to be 0 for 2 on two close calls. You know, you got to give me one at some point.
Because their offensive line is way up on level 1, almost lined up in the neutral zone. It's interesting. Somebody comes up and makes a big stick.
Oh, that's 7.
Was that Cartier?
No, I think that was
Thatcher Riddick. No? Yes, it was
Thatcher.
Yep.
The kids make it hard for you.
That's
The way
what
they
we were trying
fold, fold those jerseys a
That's
little
what we
bit.
were trying to get our kids to do in the middle school game yesterday is come up and make those hits, but just not there yet. But that's okay. Look at the levels of the offensive lineman, Coach. Really uptight.
Yeah, right guard is almost even with the center.
Leatherwood on the carry on right side.
Great.
Drug down.
And Thatcher not talking to the other sideline, but kind of like, hey, like, you know.
He probably was just saying, hey, guys, welcome to Perry. Glad you guys are here. 3rd down and 8. That's the Google Translate. 3rd down and 8.
Well, this is certainly a huge play in this football game right here. You got to wonder how close Brookstone feels that they would go for it if it was 4th down.
Watch the back out of the backfield. That field kid carried it earlier. He's fast.
Just a 50-50
ball.
Shot.
We're there.
And he's really
great
good.
Over the shoulder catch.
A great throw, and 3's good.
Yeah,
10's good.
And that's on. Is that on Win Hoots there? So that's on a very good player.
Mitchum Kelly.
But we got to make a play on that ball.
And Broughton Branch to Mitchum Kelly, and Coach, that ball's thrown perfectly.
He dropped that in the bucket, didn't he, Coach?
And 3's a good player now.
Well, at this point, so you're trying to hold him to a field goal try for sure.
Yep, you got to clamp down. A field goal would. I mean, they'd still have to score a touchdown later, which is huge.
There's the downhill.
That's the
lead.
first time they've run that lead, Coach.
Yep, and there's not much doing there. Tell you what, we talked in the early game, pregame, about the size advantage on both fronts for Brookstone, but the Westfield D-line's really kind of holding up, haven't they?
Yeah, Banks Reddick in there.
And, Coach, we do a good job. Our coaching staff does a good job of – they don't have a lot of kids with size, but they do a good job of rotating the size.
Right.
So they stay as fresh as possible. Those guys have to also play some offensive line, so really try to do a good job of rotating those guys. And we'll have guys sitting down, trying to get wind on the sideline till their number's called.
We may be showing a little different look here.
That'll be pass. Going to get a little pressure. Dawson in pursuit. He's got nowhere to go. We hit him. He just chunks it out of bounds. He's out of the pocket, so there's no grounding call, but he was clearly just getting rid of the ball. That's a Haiti quarterback, Coach. Reminds me a little bit of the Deerfield guy. By the way, Deerfield losing at Valwood at halftime.
And Valwood's doing that without Snellgrove, the all-star quarterback, that's been starting down there for 3 years. I think he was hurt.
Not related.
His leg.
Not related, but and I did call this Louisville up on Miami at halftime.
Oh, my goodness.
Called it.
Lucas Placucci is going to be brokenhearted, Coach. He wears Miami gear, and
long way to go.
his.
We got it.
Wow!
Hoots on the pick,
and this could be track time.
Breaks one tackle.
Hey.
Yeah, just
Coach. What department is that in? The mistake department.
Yep. You got it.
And we are about 6-3 in the mistake department up on them.
So I'm not sure if he was expecting the receiver to hitch right there, and he kept going, or if he was going for the little back shoulder throw. But it looked like Hoots read it, and the receiver didn't. And one way to make up for getting beat on the fade route a second ago? Get a pick.
INT.
Yep. So 14-7 Westfield. Westfield gets a – Coach, that's the second time we've had a huge turnover like that to kind of flip momentum when it was clearly going the other way.
Hey, you're playing with fire when you throw Hoots his way.
That's true. Got away with it once. You probably not going to get away with it twice. Take that note.
Well, 2x2.
Look for a little downhill run here. Yeah, not much doing there. I think Brookwood might have sniffed that out, but that's going to put us playing behind the chains a little bit. 2nd and 10 now.
So I mentioned Lucas earlier because he's a Miami fan. Shout out to Gigi.
Yep.
Placucci, his mother, who's what's the director of development? I don't know all the titles.
Does a great job with our annual
fund. But our annual
fund.
fund just wrapped up, and man, it's just
exciting for a lot of new changes coming to our campus. Soon to be getting a new entrance exit that would help our traffic flow.
Ooh, I felt like we could have run it there. I thought Brock could have slipped up in there.
And they end up getting him for a sack for a short loss, going to give him a loss of 4, 3rd and 14.
It looked like they didn't have gap integrity in one of those A gaps. Like we could have. Were we in an empty set there, Coach?
I don't know.
It just looked like we could have had a little Q run look, on the breakdown. So
see what we go with here. Going to be a one-back set. Of course, we may end up motioning something different.
Yeah, I wonder if we take
I'd look for a little screen action or something here from Coach Campbell. Let's see if he's thinking that. Got a little blitz coming off the edge. We pick it up. Johnson going to tuck it. Got some room. Got to make a man miss. He does. Needs to find the sticks. He does get there. Breaks several tackles.
And more.
Johnson doing what he does. He just runs the ball so hard. And Coach picks up 20 on 3rd and 14 on the quarterback scramble. I think there was a more direct route there, but he gets there nonetheless.
He's just gutsy. The kid is, he's just got a lot of grit.
And honestly, Coach, that Brookstone got a little taste of their own medicine there because they've hurt us with that quarterback scramble on obvious passing plays several times tonight. So that's the first time Johnson's kind of gotten loose.
And so in this little look, wins.
Downhill give to Harry. So shows off one guy.
Gets a good block by Bitten over here on the perimeter.
Give him exactly 10 for a first down. First down, stick has not been changed. They've moved it to second.
This is an interesting set, Coach, because Hoots is ineligible. It's kind of a loose set. You see him up top. He's covered up.
Definitely going to be a run play. Hair downhill again. I think Thatcher Reddick, but there's just some confusion or something. This man gets through. And Coach, I noticed a little bit of a bobble on the exchange. Oh, so that wasn't a first down. Okay, so I misread the sticks. So they were saying that was short of the first down, which I didn't think was the case. But now we're looking at 3rd and 1.
And the down marker hasn't been changed over there.
I'm not.
Now it's being changed.
Yeah, so I was confused. So it is 3rd down and 1.
Little Q run, I feel, right
here.
It
had to be offsides. Had to be. How are they not in the neutral zone right there? There's no way.
Yeah, and that's just a killer because now you're like taking a loss on 3rd and a foot.
And you got to bring on the punt team.
And you're sitting there, a chance to go up 2 scores.
Man, I wish we had the luxury of replay on that one. If he wasn't offsides, he had to be close. Hornets run on the punt team. They're going to put nobody deep. Well, now they drop number 4. Kingston Terry back deep. Good snap. Protected up.
Well, that's going to turn out.
Turn left. Turn left. We almost got it. Yeah, little spin into the end zone to bring it back out to 20. We were obviously rooting for it to die. That's our little homerism coming out there. But.
So, in the change real quick, and I don't want to steal your thunder because everybody knows you handle the offense. I mean, we all coach in middle school, coach positions on both sides. But you're the offensive guy, do the defense. So, I said Miller St. Clair, and I know there's a special warrior that you probably want to mention. And so.
Oh, you want me to do that now? Yeah, sorry, I was kidding. Yeah. Connor Sexton had just played a heck of a game, breaks his hand with like 4 plays to go, or really 8 plays to go, and ends up finishing the game with a wrist rather, not a hand.
Yeah. Connor Sexton is a winner, first of all.
Yep.
And just tough.
Cougars come with the jet sweep. They get the edge. We didn't do a great job of setting that edge there, but give them a gain of about 13 on first down.
Coach, with your pause there, it was a little Ron Burgundy-ish.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it to go, I'm Ron Burgundy?
That's my inspiration. So,
Hornets, kind of heartbreak. I thought Hare had the first down on the play, but he was just short, and we ended up going backwards.
Weird sequence there, and now it gives them some
kind of circle that, Coach, if things don't turn out the way we want to.
It's a good play by Bentley and Carter.
Is that Leatherwood? Is that right? And I've called his name enough, I ought to know it. Yep, Leatherwood.
Caleb Andrews on the tackle.
So we'll give him. Man, they gave him really a full 5 yards there. So second down now and 5. Gonna throw it right out into the flats. We're there. Got to make the play.
Jack Dosser
is not going to miss that play.
Ooh. No, and the Brookstone crowd is wanting.
Not even close to a late.
Yeah.
So loss of yards on that play. Give him loss of maybe 2.
Boy, Thatcher Reddick was headhunting too coming to that. Jack Dosser obviously first man. Coach, see how textbook he was on his breakdown and a wide wrap.
At that point, he's just playing basketball defense, Coach. He's good at that too.
Yep.
So third down now and 7.
Double
move. Quarterback going to run now.
Boy,
we pop him.
That's a
he's short
physical
of the
tackle.
sticks.
That is a physical tackle by Thatcher Reddick. He and 10 kind of almost like that's just respecting each other.
Now going to be should be fourth down, right?
Yeah, aren't we fourth down? What just happened?
It's fourth. Fourth down.
I guess they're going for it.
Yeah, the down marker's now saying 4.
It's fourth down. That's correct. They're going
shock
for
me
it.
if he just kind of punts.
He's probably trying to jump. No, he's going to go. Quarterback run. He squirts through. Man, what a play.
Pretty sporty.
I thought we had that held up pretty good.
And we're kind of
slow getting up. I hope we're okay up there. Yep. Eventually we get up.
Thatcher's hand, right? He's had that hand issue. And Brookstone's not really giving him any relief with it. No, that's not Thatcher. That was Sammy holding his hand.
Sammy. I thought we had him bottom up for a second there.
Hard to tell with these jerseys.
They're going to keep pounding the rock. They're wearing us down a little bit, Coach, and that's what happens.
Cut back.
Can we run him down? We can.
Is that Cammy Staines?
Ball's out. Ball's out.
Oh, huge
Ball's out.
mistake.
We've got it. Is it a fumble?
Look at Cameron Staines on the hustle play. Cameron Staines on just a massive.
It's Hornet ball.
The senior, just Cammy Staines, they call him Cammy, on just a huge play on senior night by number 20.
Feel good for Cameron Staines, buddy. Man, what a great play. Effort play, Coach. Effort play.
Just, and his teammates love him. I mean, Coach, he's on top of the, if you went to the pep rally, he's getting thrown up in the air today.
Crazy.
I'm glad he didn't break anything. I'm glad they caught him.
Well, I'm glad that he caught him. So we end up now with the ball back. Coach, the third time Brookstone has kind of taken momentum, driving the field.
The mistake column.
That's just 3 turnovers now, I think.
Yeah. Huge.
So inside of a minute left in the third, Hornets now have the ball, first down and 10, 58 seconds left, up a score. Holbert split wide to the wide side of the field. Going to pull it, going to look. He's got his man over the middle. I don't know. Safety was kind of sitting. I don't know.
Man, Wynn kind of ran, and Wynn's frustrated, but I mean, you got to.
Safety was kind of hovering. I'm not so sure that's not that would have been a safe pass, but we're going to take a loss in that play of about 2 yards, maybe 3 even. So it's called 2nd and 13 now, and 37 seconds and counting left in the third quarter. The Hornets will have to snap the ball again before the quarter's out. 16-15 down on the play clock. Now the Hornets shift into a 2-by-2 set with 1 back in the backfield. Johnson's going to drop the pass here. Throw something underneath, sniffed out there. Trying to throw the little underneath screen. Sniffed out there by the Cougars. That's going to stop the clock with 11 seconds left in the third.
That's a really good play by number 8, Harrison Baker.
So now 3rd and 13. And the Hornets deep in their own territory. Got to be smart with the ball here.
And you gotta think Brookstone's going to dial up some pressure here. But they may say a drop 8 deal. I don't know. They got 3 rushing. Of course, they're going to rush 4.
Got to be aware of the quarterback scramble.
They rush 4 and get to us, and it's a safety.
No, it's not a safety. Lucky. Progress was stopped at the 1. That's the right call. The unfortunate part is now the start of the fourth quarter, the Hornets will be kicking from deep in their own end zone.
I was worried about it when he said, because he kind of spun around. I didn't know if he's. Yeah, that's no bueno.
So really give him almost a 2. So that's going to wrap us up in the third quarter, 14-7. But the Hornets in a precarious position right here, to say the least. We'll be right back with the exciting finish to tonight's football game. You're watching Hornet football on Mid-Georgia Sports Network.
About a merger. This is about the first tangible step for us to take together to build a regional hub of healthcare for Central Georgia. The confluence of research, technology, innovation, and excellent community care is how we'll make an impact together. As we unveil our sign, it's a symbol of the chapter we're now taking together to reshape healthcare for this community. This is not about a merger. This is about the first tangible step for us to take together to build a regional hub of healthcare for Central Georgia. The confluence of research, technology, innovation, and excellent community care is how we'll make an impact together. As we unveil our sign, it's a symbol of the chapter we're now taking together to reshape healthcare for this community.
Welcome back to Marvin Arrington Stadium at Ronnie Jones Field for Westfield Hornet football. It is 4th down now and forever for the Hornets, kicking from their own end zone. The ball's on the 2-yard line. Johnson won't even be able to get a full drop for his kick. Brookstone looking to get field position. I'm curious to see if they come after this or not.
So, sometimes in these situations, Coach, you almost wish you had taken the safety, or that it would have been a safety.
Maybe so, but with a 1-score lead, I don't know. But so Johnson's in deep near the end line back there. Gets the kick away. It's sidewinder kick, needs a roll. It gets it, but it's going to be great field position for Brookstone, probably at about their 35-yard lines, or the Hornets' 35-yard line, excuse me. So obviously in a great spot here.
25-yard line.
Again, looking at the wrong spot. That's me. So it is a 25-yard line. It's even worse for the Hornets. So a couple of scores here. Valwood is up on Deerfield in the third quarter in what you'd have to figure would be a mild, at least maybe more than a mild upset.
What's the score?
17-14 now.
Wow.
Brentwood is rolling maybe Augusta Prep.
Yeah.
Edmund Burke 13-0 over Gatewood. Southland and Robert Toombs were tied at the half. SGA way up on Trinity. And Brookwood getting beat by Tifteria. That's all I've got so far.
There's not a lot of marquee matchups tonight, other than this game, I think, Coach, in Valwood.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in Macon tonight, but
I think Tatnall and John Millage, and Tatnall's very down.
Yep. Short gain on first down there for Brookstone.
FBD off, I think. You had Stratford Mount Lascelles. Stratford heavily favored.
So second down now on about 8. Going to be a play-action pass.
50,
looking for the
ball.
fade. Who's got to get his head
Wow.
around? Did he catch that ball? Oh, he drops it.
Man, that quarterback.
Oof. That ball was dropped in the bucket again.
Oh, my gosh.
Coach, I'm going to say this. And Hoots has done a great job other than the one
How
play.
do you defend that?
But I don't know. This is as much as he's been pushed at corner all year. And he's rising to the challenge other than the one catch on the fade. Of course, he got that back with the pick. But
good heavens, what a good route.
That's going to leave and again, the down marker's wrong. But anyway, we're going to leave the Hornets in a third, or leave the Brookstone Cougars in 3rd and 8. So run the ball around the right edge. We got him. We kind of stumbled, but we're there.
Cammy Staines
Everybody
coming up.
rallying to the ball. Good job by the Hornets. It's going to be almost no gain. They're certainly in field goal range, and here comes the field goal team.
Jack
for the Cougars.
Doster in on the tackle.
Oh, we got a flag. Got a late flag. Got a late flag. Usually that means something after the whistle. It's really late. So let's see which team they get. It looks like it may be on the Hornets.
I don't think so.
We've got, based on the reaction from the
And Carter
staff.
Black's clapping, so it may be.
Maybe it is them. I'm not sure.
Carter said, I'm going to sneak in here and listen to what's going on.
We got a dead ball personal foul on Brookstone. So that's obviously
and that's
enormous.
a killer.
Because that's a dead ball penalty, and that's going to back him up 15 yards, Coach. That ought to count as 4 mistakes. So it may not matter if he can make the kick anyway, but you're talking about what it went from about a 40-yard field goal. All of a sudden, you're looking at, a long field goal.
He is a 55-yarder.
A 55-yard field goal.
Boy. Boys and girls, I've been in this league 30 years,
it's now
affiliated in this league for 30 years, and this may be my first time live ever seeing one from this distance.
Yeah, I haven't seen one outside of a college game.
And it's right hash.
And to be clear, it's 4th down and about 25 or 23 maybe, or excuse me, 4th down. Yes, and 23
and
or 4.
I think if you're Westfield, come after it because that's too long for a fake.
Yeah, I don't know. I may just, don't want to rough him for sure. If he makes it, you tip your hat. We've got a man deep just in case. Don't get much pressure. It's not kicked well at all.
And
you can't return it if it hits the ground.
Well, nobody said anything because it was past the pylon, and that may be a huge play in this game.
We get it back roughly to where he kicked it from.
So,
I didn't think you could do that.
So the ball, past the pylon.
Catch it in the air.
Well, the ball. Well, let's work out a couple things. I said pylon. The ball passed the plane of the goal line.
No, I don't know that it did. I think his feet were on the goal line.
Because it looked to me like his feet were in the end zone.
Well, if that's the case,
I'm blind.
Well,
if he misses that, does he go to the spot?
So I'm not sure. I have to admit I don't know the rule, but nonetheless, the way it's interpreted on the field is that return counts. We got it back to the 40-yard line,
and
so the Hornets in action here.
And here's the deal: on those long field goals, kickers want to kick it a little bit lower.
Yep,
and he's kind of miss it.
Maybe he's swinging a little extra hard there. Maybe he didn't have to, but nonetheless, worked out. So that penalty looms very large. The hole just blows open there for Harrer, and he's going to end up with about 5-6 yards.
Now we got to tussle for the ball. But they blew it down.
As long as both players have it, they're going to give that to the offense.
Right.
But it's a gain of 6 on first down there. And, Coach, it might be time for that Hornet O-line to go to work right here.
Yeah.
10 minutes left now as we approach 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter in the game. Hornets up 7. And what's been just a wild defensive struggle, but some offensive success in the first half, but only the Hornets have been able to cash in. If it can go, we got to stick a block right there. I thought we had a chance when we got there because we had the right play dialed up, running wide with the interior blitz, but couldn't quite turn the corner. So we're going to call it 3rd and 3 here in a big third down play right here in midfield.
And you remember, let's harken back to, you remember a couple series ago where we had the run through, we had 3rd and short, and they got a run through stunt, and we end up having to punt.
Got a light defensive box. Got to run football right here, don't you, Coach?
Yeah, I think so. Downhill, and try to have
box.
4th and a foot at worst. Something like that. Nothing lateral.
Is he going to run it down and call timeout or just run some clock? Oh, take you 5. Oh, didn't get it. Wouldn't give it to us. I thought he was in the neutral zone, but I'm kind of right on the line of scrimmage. I thought it was there, but it was close, to be fair. So I like it from Coach Campbell. Want to get in your best call right here. Would have been tempting there, and I don't know. He probably has his capability. I wouldn't because that's not the way. I'm not fancy enough. But if you could have checked to an interior run there, you kind of had numbers in the box.
And this is where, I guess I'm a dinosaur. I want to
So was
go.
Hank Jr., Coach.
I want to
Great
go.
song.
Who?
Hank Jr.
Yeah.
It's not your style, I guess.
I'm too ADD to. I want to go under center when it's this close. Because I'm always worried about, that run through and the shotgun slow developing.
Well, as you know, because I've heard you say it before, just don't do it much. You worry about the exchange.
You're exactly right.
So let's see if we get the same box. Let's say we got 6 in instead of 5 this time, so a little different.
And they're going to dial up some type of little stunt game here. Yeah.
They bring them. Wide open.
And we catch them in that.
Oh,
that's
hold the ball.
Sheldon
big time
Benton.
catch by Sheldon Benton, Coach.
And
Big time catch. And he's been a little. The kids were razzing him in class this week about his hands, and he was defiantly defending himself.
Good for him.
And guess who gets last laugh?
Yep, big play in the game, and Coach put a play call by Coach Campbell, knowing that stunt was coming from that stack linebacker on the wide side.
He had him dialed up, didn't he?
Yeah, and that would be that guy's pass zone. Just hit him with a little slant scheme in that little dead area. Not really a slant, but just kind of a skinny.
So 1st and 10 now for the Hornets, and a chance to really kind of put this thing in a good spot. Give goes to Hare. He's got a little crease, runs through a tackle. That's what we've been looking for from Hare right there. That's the way to run the football, Jackson Hare.
Gain of about almost 5 yards now. Second medium, which is, Coach, that's what we've been talking about all night, getting ahead a little bit on first down.
We played 2nd and 8 for Everett. The Brookstone defense looks, I won't say tired.
Well, they got their hands on their hips, though,
but
Coach.
just kind of like, what's going on here?
Yep. Got their hands on the hips, and they're going to continue to go
this
6 in the
this
box.
linebacker, number 8, for Brookstone, kind of has to honor that little scheme that would just hit them that big play.
So you got numbers running to the left side for sure.
Because they're wanting to play 2 high safety, which is a little interesting.
Johnson pulls it, but there's just nothing doing
there. Yeah, that's a problem.
He tries to break away. Maybe he ends up losing an extra yardage trying to dance for it.
And you and I know that's frustrating as a coach because that was kind of an option scheme, a two-way read, and you feel like number 8 played both of them.
He did. And I'm not – the give wasn't there. I'm not saying he should have given it.
Right.
But that's going to break you back up to behind the sticks now, 3rd and 11. I think if you look for it, it may not happen here on this play, obviously, but kind of look for it moving forward. If they just want to stay in that defensive look, Coach, quarterback run to the left gives you an extra number. I think you might be able to pop something.
And
to that set to the trip side, that backer overhangs. You got numbers.
Now they're creeping this.
Coach Campbell gonna get a timeout. Try to get something.
They went with
up.
a single high safety look. Started walking 4 down here to the single receiver side, which is a little interesting. Was he worried about Wynn running a slant? Kind of just trying to underhang that.
Important drive here. Coach Campbell was thinking he's down to 1 timeout, but he's thinking if we can somehow get a conversion right here, we'll be able to at least milk the clock down to 4 minutes or less. So the clock reads 7 minutes exactly. 3rd down and we'll call it 11 for the Hornets on the Brookstone again. I'm sorry, Brookstone's 40-yard line.
And he's trolling me about my track stuff earlier. Coach, they're not from Thomasville.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you walked in perfection.
No, oh man,
now they're kind of stunting this way a little bit. Johnson's trying to, he throws it and ends up getting hit when he throws it. This ball falls innocently out of bounds.
And I think 85 might have jammed his thumb. The ball coming, he's kind of holding his hand like that little point blank.
Hornets will have to punt and trust the defense to do what they've been doing all night, which is to either get a stop or get a takeaway because it's worked. But
all right, now I want Calgary to win this. No, I don't. I want Calgary. Yeah, but if Strong.
So the Hornet punt team is on the field. Johnson deep to punt. Carter Black, the snapper. Number 9 for Brookstone is back deep. That's Sammy LeBoy.
And Brock is really good in these situations. I wouldn't be surprised if he was able.
Brookstone comes after it, Coach. We get it away.
Ooh, that one turns
kick.
over.
Too deep.
Got a hold of that one.
Oh, it does land right at the one, but bounces to the end zone.
He got all of that one.
What a great kick. What a great kick.
So I think he was trying to.
The net is not going to be so great once it comes out to the 20, but nonetheless, you didn't get a return. Brock looks a little dejected. He'd love to have that one back, try to kick it a little short, but, he kicked it high. That's what he needed to do, so it just didn't work out. So Brookstone ball now on the 20-yard line coming out. 6:48 left in the game. Brookstone trailing 14-7 to the Hornets. And the Hornets defense needs to stand up one more time, Coach.
Yep. Brookstone, the first series of the game was on a lot of 3-by-1 run, but they've kind of fallen in love with this H-back stuff this second half.
Motion across. Quarterback going to pass. Throws a quick game out to the right and just overthrows it. He kind of threw that one really before he even turned and looked, Coach. I think it's just muscle memory for him, and either he or the receiver were wrong on the little tunnel action.
And you can see the body language by 3. And, kind of intent, kind of off on that, Mitchum Kelly.
Well, it's kind of a weird deal for Brookstone. They average 32 points a game, so obviously they're very frustrated offensively, which is credit to the Hornets. But it's a one-score game. They've got to be able to keep fighting here. It's going to be a quick give to the back, which is not going to go very far.
Yeah, and that defensive box, Banks Reddick getting off the pile. Thatcher Reddick was in on it. Big Caleb Andrews.
Yep. Going to be 3rd and 9 now, maybe 3rd and 8. Going to get Drew Keller in. Kind of a. This is okay. So he's going to come in as a. Okay, as
he's
the edge.
in, and
we're going to go a little quicker.
Sammy down.
A little quicker.
Oh no, we got
no, he needs to stay
issues.
in. I think he wanted him to flip sides.
Yeah, I think we just only have 10 on the field right now. Well, we may let it ride. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why is there a penalty? He got off the field.
That's a football on the other side. I thought it was a flag too. It ends up being incomplete, but Coach, I'm 90% sure we only had 10 minutes.
We only had 10. I counted them, and we got away with it.
I think what happened, Keller comes on the field, and the ends decided to switch sides.
And he thinks, am I in there or not?
He thought they were waving him off, and they were telling him to go to the other side. So we're going to go punt return here.
And as we run some of those freshmen on.
A mistake we got away with.
Right. So hey. We got a Patton Lambert sighting over here jamming the gunner.
So Hoot's not as deep this time, Coach. Let's see, he's taking notes here. So see if we can field this one. Straight up in the air. He's going to call a fair catch. And does make the catch falling forward, but we're going to take it. We're going to take it on the 45.
Smart play.
Coach, you may notice this.
I'm screaming get away from it if I'm down there because I don't want to take the risk.
I don't think the guy can punt it as far as he wants to because their upbacks are right in his lap.
Right in his lap, maybe
He's having to kick it so high.
Yep.
I hate that little hinge look. I mean, I know, there's.
We were talking earlier. I was talking to somebody earlier about they were asking about why you don't see as much under center stuff anymore, and I was talking about just trends in football and things like that, and that's one of those trendy things that I don't really love it. Plus, it takes guys away from your coverage team.
Well, I mean, he's having to kick it so straight there. The ball's almost hitting him.
There's 3 guys in front of the punter that can't really cover the kick because they're so deep. Little blitz coming out the right side. Coach, I tell you what.
And we ran that first play of the game.
That sure did. That's Carter Black again.
That's close.
I probably wouldn't have called that one late. But let's give him 6 yards, though. Carter Black with some big plays on offense. We're used to calling Jacques Cartier on the defensive side, but he's making plays on the offensive side tonight.
Right.
Coach, wouldn't be surprised to see us go on 2 right here. You got to free 5 yards as much as they're stunting those linebackers, and they're trying to time everything. There we go. So you try to get him to go there. Switches the back over to the left side. Now Johnson takes a snap. Gives it to Harris. Going to cut up. Good cut. He's going to try to run right through that. Ball's on the ground. That's not good. Did we get it back? It's 50-50. Does Hoots end up on it? I think it was Hoots.
What a play.
Yeah, that's a saver there, boy.
Man, that was a good cut by Jackson, but now ball protect.
I like the mentality of trying to run through the deep defender, but he's got to protect the ball with 2 hands on contact, especially in this situation as the clock takes under 5 minutes. Hornets driving up 7 on Brookstone. Possible district/region title in the balance. 31-yard line and driving. 1st down and 10 now for the Hornets against a tired Brookstone defense. Johnson going to run around left edge. Got room to operate. Going to bounce it back out now. Now he's dancing a little. Going to get down to around the 25-yard line. Just give him 6 yards on that play. And stays in bounds and tick, 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 tick goes the clock. Brookstone has all 3 timeouts, Coach. Got to wonder how long before they start thinking about calling those. Especially if we convert one more 1st down, they're going to really have to think about it, aren't they?
Yeah, I think absolutely. If it gets inside 3, they have to start using them. And it's, it is going to get inside 3 at what, 3rd down?
Yeah. Coach Campbell's, of course, taking his time getting the play in.
Absolutely.
Which he needs to. Under 10 seconds on the play clock now.
Shocked if we throwed it in. Throwed it. Sorry, my grammar. It's great grammar.
Brock keeps it again, cuts back. He's going to have the 1st down. That quarterback run, Coach, you kind of talked about it last possession. They're getting a little tired. We're creating some numerical advantage through formation. And as you've said 10,000 times over the years on these broadcasts, not to mention coaching together, quarterback run game gives you an extra man.
Extra hat in the run game. Just like playing with 12.
So at this point, you got to think Brookstone's going to start using the timeouts after this play. Because they're hoping they can get a 3 and out or 3 and maybe a field goal try and stop the clock and have some time left. The Hornets trying to run it all the way down. Frankly, if they score again, great. If they don't, that's fine. Just run the clock out. but on the 15, 16-yard line.
And hold on to the ball.
Going to be Johnson on the keep again. Knows needs to stay in bound. He cuts it back up, bounces off the tackle. Got to secure it through that contact. Johnson runs hard. We all seen it. We all seen it 1,000 times by now. He needs to make sure he's securing that ball. Let's give him a gain of 4 on the play, though. And again, second medium, coach, right where you want to be in this situation. Tick, tick, tick. And I'm shocked Brookstone's not using a timeout.
And, Coach, as things have panned out tonight.
Maybe he only has 2.
Yep. Brett giving us some, yep. If the Hornets can pull this off, it'd be a back-to-back region championship, Coach.
Yeah, that's something. Those things don't happen often. It's a mark of a good program for sure.
A district
and a great senior class. So Johnson again off the right side now. Got to get wrapped up this time. He actually kind of gets out of it. Of course, they're headhunting at this point, and there's your timeout. Maybe he only had 2. Maybe the board was wrong because I can't fathom why he didn't call it already. Call one after first down. But nonetheless, it's now 3rd down and 6 or so. 2 minutes, 8 seconds left in the game. Timeout from Brookstone. What you got?
And I would, you have to remember that short field goal that we missed was from the right hash.
Yep.
So I would imagine this next play will not be to the right.
I see what you're
trying to get us back in the middle because Brock was clearly not comfortable from that right hash. So, Coach, I want to talk about, kind of how this has panned out and the whole AA or rather AAA versus Quad A classification thing. I think it's no secret that people feel that AAA has some very good football teams in it. When you look at what John Millage, has beaten FPD. John Millage, hung 51 on Stratford this year.
Mm-hmm.
And Brookstone's in Quad A, Deerfield in Quad A, Stratford in Quad A. It's kind of unique, even though Westfield and Brookstone are in different classifications, they play in the same district. And I think, if Westfield can pull this thing off, well, regardless of whether they pull it off or not, they're showing the power of AAA tonight.
Coach, looking ahead here, you got Carter Black getting some snaps down to Court Pearson on the sideline. Getting ready for possibility of a field goal try here.
I would imagine we're a little Q run or something to the left, hold on to the ball and get us in the middle of the field, try to get it a 2-score game.
They're shifting inside, trying to cover the inside gaps.
And you see their whole defense is over, they're –
we're going to boot out of it. Look to throw it. He's got his man.
Going for the –
I think the ball may have been tipped, to be fair.
He was open.
I thought he was open. It's hard to see from here. I don't know if it was a drop or a tip ball.
I thought Brock was going to just kind of tuck it and run it out of the boot.
Gutsy call there.
So we're kind of on that right hash again.
And Brookstone gets to save a timeout there. It's the only negative there. But if you can knock this through.
So Brock's got to make an adjustment. He yanked, looked to me like he just really opened his left shoulder and was kind of trying to look at the ball instead of keep his head down.
We'll call it a 35-yarder. He's got plenty of leg.
It's a 30-yarder. The ball's on the 30.
I can't read my yard lines. Kick is up. Plenty of leg if it's through.
And that one's dead through the middle.
Dead.
2 weeks in a row with a clutch kick.
Johnson might be the game, not winner, but a game sealer if we can hold him here. 17-7 now. So big redemption kick there from Johnson. And shout out again to Court Pearson on the hold. And
Carter Black,
Mr. Jacques Cartier on the snap. I have both those guys in class. Can't wait to see them on Monday. They have to give me some love. I've called their name 15 times tonight. So 17-7 now. Hornets with Coach, you never feel comfortable till the final horn sounds, but 2 scores now.
Well,
and you've played great defense all night long.
Well, talk to me after the kickoff. You feel comfortable after the kickoff?
Kickoffs scare me after you take a big lead. They scare me.
Absolutely.
So got to cover this up. I see Evans, got some freshmen out there, Coach. Evan Skinner, James Moore. Some more.
Landon Gillis.
I can't see the numbers on the other side.
John David Lane.
So short approach from Brock Johnson. So you got to figure he's going to punch this one up in the air.
Yeah, a little to his right, kind of to about the 30.
We've had a couple of breakdowns on the coverage. That's a short kick, but it's high, so it should be coverable. Got another little seam, but we're going to – whoa, big stick from somebody. Who got it, Coach? Who is that masked man?
That is John David Lane.
John David Lane. A couple of big plays from the freshman. How about freshman of the game? Can we go freshman of the game, John David Lane?
Yes, 1-2, 1-2, mic check.
Hey, so now it'll be Brookstone ball on the 37-yard line, 1:52 left. Not much time came off there, but so Brookstone's got to score and get an onside kick, Coach, so we got to play smart defense here. I see Coach Campbell backing up Sexton at free safety, playing deep, keep everything in front of you, tackle it, make them earn it. So obviously back pass, connects on a quick. He needs to get out of bounds. If he's smart, he's not going to.
No, man.
He had a chance to,
yeah,
and did not.
That's just him thinking that he can create something out of that. And it's
so Brookstone obviously going hurry up. I'm not sure if the board is correct, if they have 1 or 2 timeouts. If they have 2, I don't understand why I didn't use one earlier, but nonetheless, it's now 2nd and 1, but that really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Under a minute and 30 left. Looking like Hornets showing they might blitz, but now back out of it. Gonna drop, spying the quarterback, nobody home there on looking for an out route. Receiver here, the receiver on different pages there. And it does stop the clock, but again, they lost about 25 seconds between plays there.
It's kind of ironic, Coach, to be a team that's gone hurry up all game. You know, there haven't been no huddle.
Yep.
They look uncomfortable in the 2 minute.
Yep, sure do. Just been out of sync all night. And that's a credit to Coach Lee Campbell's defense. So 3rd and 1 now. But again, the one's not as significant. They're going to pull the ball on the option to get the first down. We'll give him about 8 or 9, but that's okay. Now they're going to stop the clock for the chains to move and probably need to get a spike the ball to stop the clock. Let's see, they don't seem to be in a huge hurry, though, Coach. They're just taking their time, down 2 scores.
Yeah, and if I'm Wynn, I'd loosen a little. Yeah, Wynn's loosening. Uh-oh, now they're in press. And I wonder if they're going to take a solo shot.
There's your combo route. Quarterback's dancing a little bit. Now tries to run outside.
D-line.
Just going to throw it away.
Sammy McGee with an excellent job. Coach, that was so disciplined by Sammy being the I don't want to say edge rusher because he wasn't really upfield.
So
but the DN there.
No gain and an incomplete pass, and 22 seconds came off the clock I was watching. Louisville is now up 2 scores on Miami. Way to go. I picked that game in my pick pool, so what's up? I'm going to get a big payday there. This is what I do.
Oh, my God.
All right, empty set now. Called it. Empty set from Brookstone now. 3 to the right, 2 to the left, opposite if you're looking from the defensive side. Quarterback drops. Dancing around, now rolling to his right. We covered up everybody. There's nowhere really to go. He forces the ball out of bounds.
Brooks Bentley doing a good job in pursuit.
Coach, we're just inviting this great, it's smart defensive play calling by Coach Small. Oh, I almost called Lee Smallwood. Hey, Lee Smallwood, if you're listening, shout out. I don't know what it is with me and my names today. Lee Campbell, what a great, just playing prevent. Just got everybody back. Almost everybody's double covered. And we're just saying, quarterback, if you want to run, go ahead. We'll tackle you for a gain of 10 or 12, and the clock will keep ticking. So clock is stopped at 46 seconds. Now 3rd down and 10 just across midfield for Brookstone, but they got to have 2 scores. Got to have 2 scores. So he's looking short now. He's going to throw into the – I think we got it. I think we got a game-sealing interception, and indeed we do. First down, Hornets, and that's going to rack up the back end of back-to-back district champions.
Wynn Hoots on the interception.
Wynn Hoots with the pick, and who else would you think it would be?
Wow.
That's 2 interceptions on the night for Hoots, along with his long touchdown catch. That's going to be district/region champions, 2nd year in a row. For Coach Campbell, his staff, and his team.
Lee Campbell, his defense.
Oh, man, what a night for his defense. Man.
And, Coach, they've been on fire lately.
Look at those brothers hugging, man. You think that's pretty special, isn't it? Pretty special.
These guys work hard. This coaching staff puts them through a lot of time. They run it. They run it like a college program in many ways, and so these kids are bought in. You can't have that much invested and not, be passionate about it because of so much time they spend.
Hornets are going to take a knee, and that should be the last play they have to run. I believe.
No, they'll have to run one more.
We'll see. Referee probably will not blow it back in since they know we're kneeling on it. That's got to be official. They are not going to blow it back in. The Hornets don't have to run another play, and that's going to wrap it up. Region championship, district championship, whatever you want to call it, it's a trophy for the Hornets. And next week we'll be at Pacelli to wrap up the regular season. We'll see what this does to help us in the Max Preps rankings. As we get ready to wrap this one up, great job by Coach Campbell and his staff and players as they win the district championship. The students rush the field to celebrate with the Hornets after the big region win. Anyway, Coach, I want to say a special shout out before we leave. Thank you for the Georgia-Alabama Sports Live folks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Obviously, we're a little homerish over here, but that's okay. We enjoyed playing Brookstone and over the years, and Pacelli and Calvary now from over that way. I want to thank our sponsors here. We had the Westfield Booster Club, Emory Healthcare, BCI Installation, and thank you for everything they do. Our Booster Club, of course, always does us a great job. And just thank everybody for a great night. Coach, any final thoughts about a player of the game? A lot of options
I'm torn because Wynn had such a big night. And
Wynn did have a great night. Somebody like Jack Dawson needs mentioning. Thatcher Reddick had a big night defensively along with some other guys.
As big a night as Wynn had, me personally, because it's senior night, and he might not have had the numbers, but just in setting the tone early and so much pressure on him, for me, it's Jack Doster.
Yeah, and shout out, big play on that strip from Cameron Staines also.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. I mean, it's a team. Players of the game and all that.
Certainly
players are listening.
Brock Johnson had a big night as well.
So many. It's a team game. It's just hard to single out one guy.
Coach Campbell celebrating the big win. So, guys, thank you for joining us tonight on Mid-Georgia Sports Network. We'll see you next week at Pacelli to wrap up the regular season. We'll have more on the schedule for the playoffs after that game, or maybe in the week after that game. But we should, like as Brett's here in the background telling us, you might have heard him, we will almost definitely be hosting at least one playoff game here, maybe more. We'll see. But thank you for joining us tonight on Mid-Georgia Sports Network. You've been watching Westfield Hornet football, region/district champs now with a big win over Brookstone, 17-7. Good night.